I set my shimmy down, and there's not where I put it.
I just gave that.
No, not yours, not yours. Mine. I think Vantage.
That mic's hot, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, I get to use yours now.
The guys coming in after these matches to bowl the next match can warm up on 33 and 34.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into the 2026 Ebonite Winter Classic here on Inside Bowling on YouTube. My name is Mike Flanagan. I'll be joined in just a little bit here for the match play portion of this tournament, and then the Stepladder Finals with Zach Lipner from ZVL Bowling. But before he joins us, I want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors that make this event so great and even possible. And it's been supported for a long, long time. This is the 29th major event in the Greater Iowa Bowling Association. Joe Engelkiss, Rosie Engelkiss, Jennifer Wittenberg, and the entire fam bam taking care of all of these bowlers over the years, and it cannot be understated or overstated, either way, enough just how much work they put into these events. And you can find out all kinds of information about the events, and you can sign up for an event at giba-bowling.com to be part of these awesome tournaments up here in Iowa. We are at Cadillac XBC, 36 lanes in total, and we are down to the top 10 players. We had 204 entries in this event. The top 64 bowled in advancers round this morning. And it's thanks to the sponsors like Ebonite. If you're looking for a new bowling ball or bag or whatever it may be that you need for your bowling needs, make sure you check out Ebonite and the Brunswick family of brands. We also want to thank our friends over at the Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau for continuing to support this event with their Convention and Visitors Bureau's dollars for all the players to come in and bowl this one. Also our friend, our good friend who bowls these events all the time, Brandon Steen from the Steen team. Thank you so much. If you're looking for a mortgage, maybe you're looking for some property, maybe you just need some banking needs, you check out your friend Brandon Steen up here in Iowa. Also our friends in Las Vegas, Ken and Kathy Keegan, they own I Am Bowling, and they support this event. If you're looking for a new jersey, check out iambowling.com. You can save 25% year-round with coupon code GIBA. That's GIBA. Also, Budweiser and Bud Light is our official beer sponsor. Remember to always drink responsibly. We've also got a great restaurant here in town called The Other Place on Ridgeway. That event, or that restaurant over there is a place I always go. Andy Buelo, thank you so much for your sponsorship. Also, Kwik Star and Kwik Trip. When you're coming in and out of town, make sure you fill up your gas tank, grab some snacks at Kwik Star and Kwik Trip. And our official hotel is the Hampton Inn. Those are our sponsors that we have. And also, if you'd like to support us here at Inside Bowling and what we do, the live streaming that we provide, we would love to have you be able to support what we do here. It goes a long way. You can check out InsideBowling.com. We have a coupon code on the screen. It's called YouTube, and that'll give you 15% off year-round off apparel. A lot of offerings there, T-shirts, hoodies, outerwear, hats, and we keep adding more and more things to the website. So as we get ready to get started here, we are going to have a traditional stepladder later on today, and we'll have 4 players in that stepladder. Our number 1 seed today is Brandon Runk from Pennsylvania. Our number 2 seed is Kevin Magnuson from California. Our number 3 seed is Brady Stearns from Minnesota, and our number 4 seed is Tyler Close from Colorado. So a lot of different states represented. Those players are going to take a break for a while. We also have two players that are already receiving a bye who we'll see in the next matches. Peyton Nabick from Wisconsin, our number 5 seed, and our number 6 seed is Kendrick Siders from Alaska, all the way from Alaska. But we get things started here, lanes 15 and 16, 17 and 18, and I'll get the scoring bugs fixed here in just a moment. We got Devin Richards taking on Brandon Cryer. Richards is the number 10 seed from Florida, taking on Cryer, the number 7 seed from Minnesota. 2 guys from Minnesota in the field, and right next door we got Dave Dentlinger from right here in Iowa, taking on Ben Sobel from New York. So we got a little bit of everybody coming in for this one from all over the United States coming in and bowl the Ebonite Winter Classic. Zach, it's a lot to get through right there. We've got some great matches coming up here before us.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be interesting finals. Already starting off with a lot of strikes, kicking us off. Seeing Devin, Brandon, Dave, and Ben have a little bit of a take on what they're all throwing right now. We have Ben, who you're seeing on your screen right now, throwing a Phase 2 Pearl. He's further left than pretty much everybody in the field right now, out of our last couple. Seeing Devin come up on the main part of your screen, Danger Zone Solid from Brunswick. So lower end ball, but a little bit sanded. He gets a handful of it as well. The big 4, though. Then Dave Detlinger with the 1 reverb from Ebonite, and then the headline is Brandon Cryer throwing an LT48 rubber ball that he found on eBay just a couple of months ago, which is wild. He used that for the end of match play and lit it up quite a bit to be able to get into this spot. So he is our lone lefty in this first match, but there are a handful of lefties moving on in the next couple of rounds.
Yeah, and these are one-game knockout matches, and this bracket is to determine who is the number 5 seed in this event. And this oil pattern is not easy. It's certainly not a house shot by any means whatsoever. We'll pop that up here in just a moment after we see Devin deliver this ball here on the left lane in frame number 3. He struck the last time on this lane. Let's see if he can do it again.
Good shot. 10 back. Great shot from him coming back from the big 4.
And there is our oil pattern, the 2026 Ebonite Winter Classic. It says spring. It is kind of springtime, but we call it winter still. It's cold outside here. 8 degrees outside here today at Cadillac XBC here in Waterloo. The distance is 41 feet in length. about 31 milliliters of oil, and you've got a ratio of about 1.75 to 1. And we're using terrain oil here, very flat. Took plus 29 to make the top 64 here today.
And what we're seeing right now is not the fresh on this pattern. This is after 6 games of match play, so there was no re-oil in between the past round and this round. There will be no re-oils throughout the rest of the tournament either. So what these guys are bowling on is what they are going to get the rest of the way.
You know what, when I say that, I say what you see is what you get. That is it.
Let's see. Now cue the interesting place that one comes from.
That one comes from between the ears. So Brandon Cryer, I mean, this guy, he drilled a rubber bowling ball, and he's been using it today. And there were a couple of people, because this tournament has a rule, 78D. And speaking of D, Dave Dentlinger, double D, over there hitting that light mixing hit. Dentlinger had a really bad game when he came through here. I think it was on 15 and 16. He was well within the top 6, fell back, and then bowled a big game the last game to get inside the number here and qualify in the 8th position. But Cryer with this rubber old school bowling ball, you know, people were asking, is that legal? Can he use that ball? And he can, because it's a USBC approved ball that is not urethane under the 78 hardness. Something you might want to take a look at in the future, but for now it's perfectly legal to throw. I really don't know if that ball hooks earlier, reads in more. I don't know if it reacts like a urethane ball. I don't know how it would affect things, but can't imagine a rubber ball is going to give you a massive advantage at this point. I haven't seen anybody do this. So no. Cryer's just good up the gutter, period. Doesn't matter what ball's in his hand.
Yeah, so he has the one board right now, and he's playing a little bit further right than I expected with that ball. But yeah, it shapes like a plastic ball is what it looks like a sanded plastic ball. So he's not sending crazy messengers, but it gives him a lot of control right now. And that is something that you're going to see a lot of, is just control in the next couple of games. Whoever has that and can get their ball through the pins is going to be doing pretty well. As you're seeing with Devin, he had a big 4, then double, and now leaves a 2-4-5. Good spare on his part, but...
Yeah, lane conditions super touchy. You bowled here this week. You know what it's like to go out there and compete on these lanes. You've got the Brunswick Pro lane here they have here at Cadillac XBC, home of a couple PWBA events. Jordan Snodgrass took home the last title here in this building just last summer. I was on the call for that one. And, you know, going left to right on this pattern with the way the lanes were installed, sometimes you can hit a little bit of hang, sometimes it'll hold pocket. So very, very tricky out there on these lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. The lane conditions were tough. So I bowled on these in a squad last night, and they were very touchy. A lot of people started with urethane early, playing very close up to the gutter. But like Mike said, there is a 78 hardness rule, just like what USBC has in place for the USBC Open Championships and what the PDA has in place. So that made them break down a little bit differently. So with the harder urethanes, that caused a little bit weirder of carry down compared to what we normally see. So these are very interesting, especially that 1.75 to 1 ratio. I think some people might not realize how truly tough nearly flat can be. And these guys are making this pattern look fairly easy.
Yeah, when you get the best, the cream of the crop, so to speak, in, and you see Cryer's got that look, it's just unstoppable. Wow. It looks so good. When they start playing the lanes the same way similarly, they can light them up. And we saw that during the advancers round, especially down the stretch. Take a look at this hit again. Comes in and just leans on it. Yes, sir. Tomahawk that bad boy. There you go.
Huge shot from Ben for the double. Now, David is an interesting one where he could have been a top 4 seed, but he had a 6-split 137 game just a couple of games ago.
Yeah, when Zach's talking about 6 split, he doesn't mean that he got a 6 count and left a split. He left 6 splits in the same game.
I think that's the most I've ever seen in a game in bowling. Now, I haven't been around a whole lot, but it's impressive he got to 130 yet. So he just wanted to do the hard way to get up the brackets. We'll see what he can do here with a double 9-spare 9-spare.
I root for Dave every time he makes the finals because this has kind of turned into a miniature college tournament. A lot of youth bowlers come up and bowl, and Dave is looking slim and trim and looking great out there on the lanes. And I call him Dave the Dinosaur because compared to a lot of the people that enter this tournament, he is a dinosaur to them.
Yeah, the average age of our top 10 is not very high.
Again, Dentlinger, the hometown hero here. Not hometown, home state hero from Iowa. Bull and Sobel from New York, Florida, Minnesota represented. Lots of states represented here in the finals.
That gonna hook?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's Dinosaur Dave.
I should have known.
Yeah. Dentlinger's a bad man.
Good shot there to stay clean through 5. We have Devin coming up. Devin's going for a ball change Crier, though, with front 6.
Yeah, and he needs it. And what a shot that was.
Good ball switch.
Devin's
Wow.
impressed me all day. He's throwing the ball so well. All these finalists here have earned their way here.
We'll see if he just ran into a chainsaw, though, or a buzzsaw.
Several players are bowling the PTQ or in the main field coming up next week at the PBA Tour. Stop number 2 on the season in St. Louis and St. Peters, Missouri, the Pete Weber Classic. And this will warm you up for tour patterns. I mean, it is that challenging.
And there's a lot of guys out here who have a lot of experience in the high amateur, low PBA fields. Like, there's a lot of talent. So seeing the lanes break down in this way is a perfect warm-up for something like next weekend.
Crier packing him with the rubber ball.
I think he has already almost shut him out after 7.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? So he looks really good right now. We move pairs after every game. Once he bowls on a pair, he will not see that pair again unless the match that's going to be on 19 and 20 that'll take place for the winners coming out of this bracket will bowl on 19 and 20. If they then were to win match number 1 on 25 and 26, match number 2 on 23 and 24, and then match number 3 on lanes 21 and 22, they would bowl the final match on 19 and 20. Wow. That's the pair we're going to use twice, and it's a tricky pair.
It is. 19 and 20 has probably been the lowest pair of the day. He trips a 3-pin
Trip
out
3. Hello.
for the front 8. 19 and 20 has been a really tricky pair, so this is going to be a really interesting finals.
Sobel and Dentlinger in a dogfight over here. Dave with the light mixing strike. Let's take a look at Brandon Crier's last shot one more time. Watch this pin action. Uh-oh, rubber ball. You going to hook? You going to hook? Tickle it, hit it, then watch him spin, and there you go in the reaction.
That's a good reaction out of it, too. Ooh, and a bucket out of Devin. I think that match is over now, officially. Devin with the bucket. Brandon Crier's moving on. Now, all 4 people you're seeing right now need to win 7 straight matches to take home the championship trophy.
That's right, and Kendrick Siders will take on Brandon Crier in the next match, and that'll take place on 17 and 18. Peyton Nabick will take on the winner of Dentlinger and Sobel. Dave the Dinosaur, double 9-spare, double.
He gets the 10 out of it for a 3-bagger. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, 6-pin goes to the sidewall. No chance on that 10-pin for Dave. Bowling in his inside bowling Ebonite t-shirt. He ordered some stuff, had me deliver it to him up here on site.
That's service with a smile.
It's 10 extra pins a game.
It is.
When you support the sponsors.
That is a 1-pin matchup right now. Ben has Dave by 1.
Pressure starts to set in here. Frame number 7, right lane, Sobel.
It's got a hook. It gets the 2 out.
That's a break. Fortunate just to leave the 10.
That is a good 10-pin.
Sobel was really excited to make this cut. He came up to the booth and he said, are these scores right? Is that what I see right now? Am I in? Circle means I'm in? I said, yeah, circle means you're in.
That's awesome. He's bowled great all week. He had a little bit of a roller coaster in match play. Had a couple 250s and 60s. A couple of low 2-0s, 190s. Oh, yeah, why not?
Pryor's just out there playing with everybody now.
Huh.
That one was thrown, missed target so far to the right.
Yeah.
Just off his hand. He knew it. Turned around and acted like he was a right-handed bowler right here. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, left side, right side, through the face.
That's a little right-hander fallback is what it is.
Yeah. At this point, these pins don't mean anything anymore. He's got the win by a bit, but now it's just for fun. Can we see the first 300? Will this be the first 300 rubber ball we've seen in how long?
Oh, boy.
What do you think the number will be?
I think it'll be the first one I've ever called, if that's the case.
Yeah.
We're witnessing history here. Cryer, last 2 shots not very good. He needs to stick a couple good shots here just to have some momentum going into the next game. And there you go.
Front end.
4-pin into the sidewall. Kicks out the 7. Did you say what ball? What LT?
LT48.
It is an LT48.
It is, yep.
He bought on eBay.
He bought it, a fresh one on eBay.
And for those of you that sell on eBay, we call it Feebay.
I don't know how he found one on eBay. Like, what is his...
Oh, everything's on eBay, dude. Anything you need.
That's terrifying. Oh, that goes through the face.
So shots here in the 7th and 8th, a little more to be desired out of Ben Sobel. Needs to cover the spare. There's a sleeper back there, the 9-pin, and sit down and think about it a little bit. Compose himself and get ready for the 9th and 10th. Cryer looking for 11.
He likes it.
Wrap 7. Good run there for Brandon Cryer.
No rubber 300. Brandon is an avid league bowler as well, so I feel like that one might come out in league a couple of times. We might see a Facebook honor roll post with an LT48 sometime soon.
So Devin Richards, great event here for him this week. Just ran into a massive score in Brandon Cryer. Good cover.
On this pattern, it is. We did not see any 300s. We saw 1 297 at the event. So seeing that, Andy's going to throw two-handed backup, because why not, I guess. 289 for Brandon.
I feel like we're watching like a trick shot show or
That's
something.
what it seems like, yeah. Should we set up a Flying Eagle for him, or?
Maybe.
Devin just getting his last couple out of the way. Try to end on a positive note. It's always good in these situations, ending with a couple strikes. Makes you feel better on the ride home.
Dentlinger with that hammer there in the 8th is hammering home this game number 1. 9th frame here, strike here, puts him in a very dangerous position here if you're Ben Sobel. Ben Sobel, the best he can do is 234. Dentlinger can still bowl 268. Shot in the 9th is the biggest one for Dave yet.
He likes it. Little inside for 4-pin. That's a good 4-pin, though. 97. He just needs to spare strike out for the win.
His max score now is 247 with the spare. 234 still left for Sobel. That's if he strikes out. Dave just spares this here, and he's about a 90% lock to win.
This might be a must-have for Ben. This is a must-have for Ben.
Yeah, you said it.
What a matchup so far. First set of matches. We saw a 289 with rubber.
Yeah.
And then we see a dogfight. Like you said, great event from Devin, 188 final.
289, 188. Sobel now on the 9th.
Looks better than the last couple.
Yeah, that was pure. He'd like to have back the shots in the 7th and the 8th, I'm sure. He'll look at this back and say, yep, I composed myself and made a good one on the 9th. Let's see if he can finish it out here in the 10th. Anything can happen.
We've seen weirder. There have been some 4 counts, Greek churches. Anything's on the board on this pattern. There's out of bounds right. There's hook left. See what Ben can do here. Try to put a little bit of pressure on Dave. Now, there is still the possibility Dave could... I mean, he still needs count on his first ball, even if Ben strikes out. Gets it in, trips a 4-pin. Huge 4-pin.
Players started out playing this one just right of the second arrow, and throughout the day with the lanes transitioning and the amount of traffic we had over 6 games with 2 on a pair, players are moved in now to the center part of the lane, crossing anywhere between Oh, I'd say about 15 and 25, depending on your rev rate. Talking about the right-handers, of course. The lefties have camped out in the outside part of the lane, anywhere playing between the 10th board and the 1 board.
Yeah, we'll see a little bit of urethane yet from Brandon Runk, who's our leader. He threw a black hammer all day long. Hard 4-pin from Ben.
Yeah, and Sobel bowled a nice game here.
He did.
He'd like to have those couple frames back, but 223 max here. 222 he already has with the spare. It'll be 223. Dentlinger's magic number is 224. So Dave, I believe, needs 9 pins on his first ball.
Yep. This is actually a very big spare for Ben. It's not over yet.
It's not. We've seen crazier things happen.
Yep.
Ben Sobel, 223 from New York.
Still a great game on this. Well done.
All right, Dinosaur Dave, here we go. 10th frame, buddy. He's been really good on this lane. Trusted it. Got a little wide.
Yep, doesn't matter.
Ah, beautiful. You got it back. That's that hand. That's that taped up wrist. That'll do it for you every time. Dave Dentlinger moves on. Dave's going to take on Peyton Nabick from Wisconsin in the next match. So our 5 versus 8 seeds coming up. Dave will move over 1 pair to the left, and Cryer will move 1 pair to the right.
What a first matchup. A couple lineup shots now for Dave. It'll be interesting for these guys to see how different the pairs are to each other.
Dave,
left and the right.
Dave moved a little bit left just to see what kind of hold he would have there, and he's got some built-in hold. That was the light hit.
Looks like he's switching balls now to the 1 reverb from Ebonite. That one looks like it was a Black Widow 2.0 that he was throwing. A shiny Black Widow. And the asymmetrical ball doesn't want to get up the hill, but great game from Dave.
Final score, 245 for Dentlinger, 223 for Ben Sobel. Congratulations to Sobel and Richards on great events, finishing in that 9th, 10th bracket finishing position.
And with that, we are now moving on to round 2.
Players can get a little bit of practice here.
We're going to be running it right through now. You're going to see a lot of matchups back to back to back to back. Been a fun tournament for these guys so far. This is about game number 14 of competition for these guys. So a lot of bowling in a couple of days here in Waterloo, Iowa. A great venue. A little too cold outside to be doing anything out there.
It is chilly.
Does that work for the names?
We're seeing Brandon do some backup 2-handed balls for practice because why not? Still throwing the black hammer here. Still looking good.
Again, everybody, if you're wondering who's joining me here in the booth, I got a special guest here today from ZVL Bowling, Zach Lutmer. I really appreciate you being here with me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. This has been a blast so far. First time truly commentating something like this, so it's been exciting so far.
And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to his channel, check him out at ZVL Bowling on YouTube, as well as all the socials as well.
Every social you can imagine, you will see me there. And then, while you're here, make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed to Inside Bowling already. Just surpassed 100,000 subscribers a little while ago. So make sure to press the subscribe button. Completely free of charge. You'll get notified when any of these live streams are kicking off like this, along with a lot of other fun videos that are going on. Here we are, just getting a couple of shots practice. Peyton Nabick stepping on the lanes. Over on that left side against Dave Dentlinger. Cannot see exactly what he was throwing. That is a black hammer. So we are seeing some urethane. Dave is not throwing urethane at all. He's kind of alternating. He's been pulling up a hammer effect tour a couple of times, seeing if that has a good look. And he hasn't really switched from that Black Widow yet. Kendrick here with a reactive ball. That hooked really early though for practice. Practice is one of the biggest things that a lot of people might not realize. That this is important for the guys stepping on the lanes because pair to pair in this building is very, very different. That's why seeing some of these guys playing around, trying some new things. A lot of them haven't thrown a shot in about 15, 20 minutes, especially Peyton and Kendrick. So trying out some lines. They're still kind of, with both of them, still having urethane on the rack. They're kind of in that in-between urethane and reactive zone. There's Brandon's first shot. Not throwing two-handed backup with his rubber LT48. And Dave is still lining up over there. Yeah, Peyton is still going to be one of the lefties still throwing urethane. So you're going to see a lot of lefties playing in a very similar part of the lane. That carried. What a shot. I'm glad we got that one on video. That was trying to shoot at a 10 pin and instead striking. Seen some interesting carry here this weekend. Just like that. There's Dave. That one was an effect to her. It looks like his asymmetrical ball's just kind of iffy at times. It'll be interesting to see what he picks up when the lights get turned on. We weren't told how much practice the guys get. They must get a handful of shots on each lane. There's 10 minutes on the clock. Kendrick trying to get lined up with reactive, still switching between the two. We'll see, what kind of moves do you make off a rubber ball? I feel like it's like throwing a sanded plastic. The reaction it looks like. Are you making urethane moves of one-on-ones? Definitely not making reactive moves. All right, looks like we're just finishing up practice here. Peyton's picking lines. Brandon gets his one final shot off. And here we go, getting ready for the main event. Round number 2. 6 versus 7 seed and 5 versus 8 seed. Winner of these two matches will go against each other, and then we'll be jumping into our official traditional stepladder finals. Kind of. We'll be moving pairs the entire time, which is going to be very interesting. So traditional and non-traditional.
You guys done?
Here we have one of the best tournament directors in the nation, Joe Engelkees, getting things ready for us. Thank you guys, everyone who's hopping in. We'll have some official matchups going live very, very quickly. We're mic-less for a little bit. He is trying to get some cameras ready. One of the negatives with us moving pairs every single game of the stepladder is we're going to have to be moving cameras every single game of the stepladder. So you guys are going to be stuck with me for a little bit while he keeps getting things moving. Lots of lurkers silently watching from Don Clifton in chat. Don, great to see you. We are getting official names on the board for you so that lane tracks can actually have those ready to go, which is good. So just getting those lined up. So you guys, we will have official scores with proper names instead of just a 1 and a 2 on the top. Make it a little better viewing experience for all 502 people watching right now.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Engelkees making that happen for us, of course. And our friends at Lane Talk. All of our scoring is powered by our friends at Lane Talk. If you want to check out live scoring at a lot of the events that we do, when you see our scoreboards like this, you can do so over at lanetalkstats.com. I encourage you to check out their app. You can see a lot of great information about your bowling game at Lane Talk app online, available on Android and Apple. iOS, I should say.
There you go, yeah.
Right.
Same potato,
You're
potato.
yeah, you're a programmer, so
Yeah.
I don't want to offend you here.
I won't. I'm actually you. I am an Apple guy through and through, so whatever you say with Apple, I'm in for. So this will be interesting. Let's see. I am very curious how that left matchup is going to go. Detlinger versus Peyton. Like I said, Peyton's still throwing the black hammer. Peyton must be a college guy. I'm not really sure. I don't know much about Peyton.
If you're just tuning in here today, we're in the middle of bracket play. We've got 6 players bowling in a bracket to determine who's going to be our number 5 seed on a stepladder today. Our stepladder consists of number 1 seed Brandon Runk, number 2 seed Kevin Magnuson, number 3 seed Brady Stearns, and number 4 seed Tyler Close. That's all coming up for you once we get through this bracket.
So those guys will be sitting for quite a long time, but here we are with the first ball of round 2 of the bracket.
Kendrick Siders getting things started. Ooh, that was a pretty good opening shot.
Good ring 10. Wow. He's playing deep with that urethane. He's been doing that for a lot of match play as well. He shot a 297 earlier to propel himself pretty high into this cut line.
While we wait for the scores to get corrected, I'm just going to take it down for a minute.
Yep, we will have the names up. Right now, that is only our first ball, so we can verbally give you scores until everything is ready to go. It looks like names are all in, so just wait for everything to update. We'll be ready to go. And he misses the first 10 pin. That's not a fun way to start. Couple of righty versus lefty matchups going on. Peyton leading the way. Ten back for him. Urethane up the left side. Now what looks like urethane up the left side is a rubber LT48. Brandon with a strike to start off. Dave kicking us off, playing a deep, deep line with reactive. He is playing much further left than anybody else right now. The only one throwing reactive out of the 4 that we're watching right now. I believe it to be a shiny Black Widow 2.0. Brandon coming up. 10 back for him, starting off with a double.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive. Across 2 different pairs now.
Yeah, and especially since he spent most of practice throwing backup 2-handed balls. But Brandon has 2 strikes to start. Kendrick with a 9-0 and Dave with a 9-0 as well. So these matches are each starting off identical to each other. That's a rare miss from Dave on a spare. Now in these 1-game matchups, every pin matters, which makes these very, very tough when you're missing a spare early. Kendrick gets the 10 out that time.
Yeah, and 2 of these scores are just not caught up yet. It's because they changed names after they entered in, after it started a new game. So it's probably going to take until the 5th frame for these scores to catch up. So we'll call it out to you. Dave Dentlinger's score is correct. He did go 9 out with a strike behind it. Peyton has a strike in the first. Peyton Nabick, his opponent. Brandon Cryer started with a double. Kendrick Siders has gone 9 out strike. Siders is working in the 3rd.
See if Kendrick can try to put a little bit of pressure back on. He gets it right. Doesn't matter though. Gets it to come back, come up the hill. So 9-0 strike from Kendrick. Brandon with first 2 strikes. Looks like
And now we're updated.
perfect. There we go. We're about now it's catching up. Love it. But Peyton with a washout in his second frame. Lost it left. Brandon got that one way out. It's a good 3-9. Could have easily been a washout like Peyton left. Big spare. Does not get it. Pin comes over, does not touch it.
So a couple of open frames on lanes 15 and 16. Dave Dittlinger with the really surprise miss of a single pin, but then Peyton gives it right back with the multi-pin combo miss.
See what Brandon can do on his spare. Be the first spare of these two games, and he does get it.
The winner of each one of these matches will go on to take on one another on lanes 19 and 20 for the determining of the 5th seed on today's show.
Remember, all of these matches are fighting just to be the 5th seed in the stepladder. So then they will be continuously bowling. They have 6 more matches to win, including this one, to try to be champ of the Ebonite Winter Classic. Very modified stepladder format. Makes it very important to be one of those top 4 seeds, so you're not bowling in these matches. Peyton, though, with a 4, 6, 10. Only gets the 6 out of it, so he loses a pin of count. We'll catch up in 7 frames to see if that matters or not. Like I said, in these one-game matchups, every pin can matter. We see a lot of ties and weird stuff happen. Brandon with 10 back. See if Dave can put some pressure back on Peyton after opening. He can with a 10 back as well. 9 out, strike, strike. Dave takes the lead right back after opening, missing a 4 pin.
Tell you what, the man from Iowa, Dave, he's tough. He's tough as nails, taking on Nabik from Wisconsin, Minnesota Crier against Siders from Alaska.
Crazy from Alaska. That's awesome. Yeah, Dave is deadly in these head-to-head formats.
He is. He's made some deep runs. Has yet to win one, though.
Ring 10 from Kendrick.
He would love to take this one down. He's the veteran of the field.
Didn't hate it. Rings. Oof. 9 pin from Dave. Still okay, though. The double helps a lot after Peyton's open. Uh-oh.
Oh,
again.
Man. That's back-to-back. Single pin misses.
Dave makes his first spare of that left side match. Ouch. It's head-to-head formats. It's sometimes who you play. Kendrick getting two makeables away. Would have been neck and neck before those two. See if Peyton can pick it back up after going open, going light and super high. He can't.
That's about as good as you can throw it right there.
Wow, great shot. Good comeback after a couple of opens like that. And then it goes high. So we're halfway through the match on the right lane. Kendrick is throwing a urethane, and he's wheeling the lane a little bit. And he's gone ring 10, strike, strike, ring 10, 3, 6, 10. If your opponent is not missing like Brandon is, do you make the Hail Mary? Or do you keep trying to hit the pocket and see what the urethane can do?
Well, here's the way I look at it. In 4 frames, Brandon Crier has hit the pocket 3 times. In 5 frames, Kendrick Siders hit the pocket 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both similarly lined up to the strike pocket. The difference is Brandon's perfect on his strike percentage with 1 less frame. But if he rings 7s at all, basically both players have similar ball reaction and what you see up on the scoreboard. Both players have made one errant shot. I think it's pretty even, but because Kendrick's already made 2 mistakes, Brandon would have to make at least 1 mistake between now and the end of the game. Otherwise, he's going to win this match.
That's where it gets scary. And we also just saw a miss of a spare on, carries a 6-pin on the right side. We saw Peyton miss another spare in the 5th. He's at 64 in the 5th.
And there's where that veteran Dave comes into play, just playing that left to right, throwing it down to that right rangefinder down lane, that dark marking, trying to get it to come off of it. And he's able to get some high flush ones, some light mixers. He's kicking himself for the miss of the single pin in the 1st.
Still, absolutely. He's someone who's going to be kicking himself about that for a little while. But he made a great comeback, being able to hit the pocket 4 times in a row. He's hit the pocket every shot this game so far.
And his opponent hasn't given him much.
No. As long as he just stays safe, he can stay safe to a certain degree and be fine. He won't. He's going to keep trying to put as much pressure on as humanly possible. Whoa. Well, that was fun.
That was quite a break.
Wow, yeah. Huh. Let's line it up for replay on that. Let's see what pins were thrown all over the place. There was a Greek church into an 8-10 into nothing. Massive break for a 3-bagger for Brandon. Wow. Kendrick 10 pins again. What a shot. Wow.
Don't use it all up early.
No. Dave gets his single pin spare there. Getting up to 98 in the 5th. Peyton's going to need to get a couple here. Wow, what a shot on a 3-bagger. In a 1-game match, all it takes is just a little bit of bowling luck to go on your side to be able to give yourself that little bit.
Hey, there's a moral victory. There's a moral victory picking that up.
It's a good spare.
You know what? Even if he made those so far, he wouldn't be in the match right now.
Nope.
Mathematically, yes.
There you go, Peyton. Good shot.
And Peyton can still win over there.
He can. He has a chance. He needs a lot. He needs a lot of strikes, but he has pocket control. It's just, I don't think he has as much as he was hoping. Because he's gone, the 7-2 was a washout. The split 7 was high for a big 4. The 8-1 was another light 3-9 where he just got the 3 out of it. So he's kind of been alternating between light and heavy.
The math, though, is 214 for Peyton if he were to strike out. Dave can still bowl.
He did not like that one. Does it carry it? Doesn't get the 2 out.
238 for Dentlinger, his max. So here's Cryer, who's had just about everything go his way here.
Yep, he has carried 1 3-pin now, the Greek Church, and a Brooklyn.
226 is his magic number right now.
Capitalizes on the break for another one.
That was pured.
It was less cool than the last one, but it was much better. Peyton picks up the 2. Giving it back to Dave. Max score now is 194 after that 9 spare. And Dave is on 190 pace right now.
Crossing right over the 5th arrow.
Ooh. Kicks the 10.
Yeah, getting that ball to hit from that deep inside angle.
See if Brandon locks away this match with this strike. Not a strike. Wash out.
Yep, just left of target.
Yep,
And maybe a little firm, too.
Yeah, that was a couple of wrongs. Didn't make a right on that shot. Still very much in control of the matchup. Kendrick can strike out for 225. Even if Brandon misses this, he's on pace for 225.
And here's Dave.
Can he lock it?
Yes, sir. Dave
Light
with a fist
hit.
pump. You don't see that very often out of Dave, but he's got it going right now.
The most emotion we've seen of that man today.
Yeah, he is about as professional as it comes.
Wow. What was that?
That was a very strange cover, but it was very effective.
Huh.
Let's watch that one more time.
That was a backup two-hand hit of the washout, hitting the head pin on the left side. Is he? It's a Brunswick ball. Is that thing drilled for two-handers? It might be. He's done that a lot now. I don't know why.
What are you talking about, Peyton?
No, Brandon's backup ball.
Oh,
he did
his
that
backup ball.
He did that in all of practice, throwing a backup two-handed ball until like 2 shots left. I don't know if he's doing it to mess with opponents or if he's trying to line up on the right side if it gets easy.
I don't know. There's nothing he can't do with a bowling ball, though.
I guess not. Hitting with a 10-pin there.
Hey, I got to hand it to Kendrick. He's really only made one bad shot this entire game. Can still bowl 225.
Yeah, he's been in the pocket 7 of 8 shots.
If you give him those 2 spares, he'd have 20 more right now. He could be in the 240s and still ride in this match. Make your spares, kids. Make your spares. But I'll tell you, with Brandon making a couple errant shots, when he misses, I mean, it could be, I mean, he broke up that one split and turned it into a strike. I'm not trying to paint a bad picture here, but I mean, this is no gimme.
No. That's what the ball he's throwing.
Nice shot for Peyton.
It's just not, it gives him miss room. He definitely has a decent amount of miss room out there, but his bigger misses are pins that are not close together. Exhibit A. Is this a match now? This is a match now.
Yeah, because if Brandon gets 2 here, it gives him 201.
He needs all 3.
In the 9th, which would put him at 231 would be his max, and 225 is the max for Kendrick.
Shot from Dave. Dave's all but locked that game up. Now Brandon has had some luck so far. Can he carry this? Oh.
That's kind of bad luck right there. So 200 right now, the number, so he can bowl 230. And again, Siders can bowl 225.
Dave going to get some lineup shots over there on the left side. Like we said, they will be jumping to 19 and 20 for the next matchup. Winners against each other.
Nice bowling, Dave Dentlinger, man. Overcoming that open frame. It's been all over the pocket the entire game. Shout out to Peyton Nabick, though, from Wisconsin, coming down and bowling the event. Bowled awesome. Just ran into Dave.
Needs it.
There you go. That's a great shot there. Great comeback shot for Brandon Cryer. That's important just to get a markup on the board here in the 10th. That applies a lot more pressure to Kendrick Siders. The next one locks him out. But even if he goes spare here, it still makes Kendrick have to double in the 10th. That was massive. Just didn't want to have an open frame there.
And Kendrick has flat 10 twice on this right lane.
Big advantage of Brandon right now.
This is an interesting. This is a big shot. He likes it.
There you go. There you go. Just when you think the wheels might possibly fall off, he comes back and shows that he can deliver in big situations. Needs 6 on this ball. Should be no problem at all.
Nope, he's pulling out his plastic ball to throw at the head pin.
Yep, going to throw it. This should be down the middle with some speed.
Yep, I'm going to guess 22 miles an hour here.
And that's exactly what it is. How about that?
The game.
Nice bowl in there. Brandon Cryer gets the win. Cryer with 228.
Lot of emotion over there. Kendrick in the pocket all game. Just a couple of errant spares. Otherwise, he would have had this one.
238 for Dave. We're going to have Dentlinger versus Cryer coming up.
This will be a matchup.
Dentlinger went 245, 238. Cryer went 289, 228 in their wins. So Yeah, you're right.
And 19 and 20, like we said, has been an interesting pair for a lot of our bowlers today and yesterday.
Sider's bowled great. His 184 score doesn't really reflect how he bowled in that game. Couple of missed spares.
His 10th, he was just getting out of the way for. So
And a nice finish here from Peyton. He'll learn from this. 183, the final, but not enough to defeat Dave Dittlinger, as Dave Dittlinger bowled 238. So there you have it. Cryer, Dittlinger coming up next right here on Inside Bowling. I'm going to make sure I got that all set up and ready to go. Zach, if you want to hang out with the peeps, that'd be great.
absolutely, will do. Yeah, we'll have probably about 5 or 6 minutes now to wait while Dave and Brandon get lined up on 19 and 20. They'll get a couple of practice shots before we get going with our 5 versus 6 matchup, and then we will be into a traditional stepladder format where we'll have the winner of this match against our number 4 seed. What a game, though. What a couple of interesting first rounds. Dave hitting the pocket a lot of times in the last 2 games. Being able to go 230, 220. On this pattern, 230, 220 will get you a long ways. Brandon wanted to make things scary in that matchup. Had a firm grasp on the lead until the last couple, and Kendrick made a nice little comeback, being able to hit the pocket a lot and get a couple of 10 pins out. It's the fun of bowling. 1 or 2 shots are all it takes to make or break like this. A lot of what ifs in that in the last couple of games. Just waiting on the lanes to get flipped on and ready to go. Might be a couple of minutes before we get going, but we'll see some very similar strategies out of these guys going into our 3rd round of bracket play. Most fun things of bowling being the head-to-head matchups. Everybody loves a good head-to-head matchup. Thank you, everybody, all 650 of you who are hopping in so far. Really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Helps out all of us YouTubers out there. Completely free of charge. Hit the subscribe button. You'll be able to see new videos and live streams whenever they go live. Greatly, greatly appreciated. We've got practice up and ready to go. And I'm guessing what Brandon, so thinking of why Brandon's throwing backup 2-handed balls. 2 reasons that I can think of. And I don't know if any of these are true. I haven't talked to him about this. But number 1, try to mess with the righties. That's a strategy that doesn't get used often in bowling, but we have seen it a time or 2. Otherwise, trying to just conserve his line. Throwing that rubber bowling ball, trying to play very up the boards. You want to try to preserve as much oil as you possibly can. So it makes sense that he's trying to just not use up any of that. And especially there were a lot of lefties in the field today, so the left side is transitioning a decent amount. More than usual for a lot of bowling tournaments. It'll be interesting to see when he lines up how it looks. This backup 2-handed game doesn't look bad. Aren't many times where you have to use it, but it doesn't look terrible. Dave is still playing very deep on the lane. He is getting that thing to come off the spot, though. Wow. So if you guys were watching match play or qualifying at all last night, you saw that 19 and 20 generally were a lower scoring pair. There's some topography things going on that I was told from some of the players on 19 specifically with some sloping that they believe. And a couple of locals. I bowled with a local yesterday, and he said 19 and 20 are generally a pretty low scoring pair as well. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys handle it, if it's a left versus right thing or whatever it may be. Talking to our number 2 seed, Kevin Magnuson, a little bit. There we see Brandon starting to line up. I'll have to ask Joe how many shots we actually get in between. That looks good. Dave is playing about 15 left of everybody else. This will be interesting. Now we are at a point where there is 50% of the field remaining is left-handed. 50% is right-handed. Now we're not going to see a lot of the breakdown because we're not staying on the same pairs. Where after this, we're going to move a couple pairs to the right, and then we're going to make our way left. So very interesting and unique finals. Now Brandon moved a little bit left. He's much further left than he was on the last pair. That was playing over 15. He probably got a little bit in, but it looks like there's more friction to the left, which is interesting. Dave seemed like had more friction as well. He seemed like he inched in. He's playing 22 at the arrows now, but his look looks good. Wow. Should be a couple of shots left at practice, and then we'll be good to go to start round number 3 of our finals for the Ebonite Winter Classic. Thank you, everybody who's hopping in so far. Really appreciate it. Did confirm that ball, that backup ball that he's throwing is a right-handed drilling pearl Brunswick ball. Might be a Crown Victory. Not really sure. Either way, doesn't look like he's throwing it for score. Probably to preserve oil. Potentially to try to mess with Dave. Now, Dave's a bit of a veteran, so messing with him is a bold strategy.
That's not going to bother Dave at all. So let's recap everything that's taken place so far here in our bracket play. Again, all these players are just trying to become the number 5 seed onto our Stepladder final, which features Brandon Runk as our number 1 seed. Kevin Magnuson is our number 2 seed. Brady Stearns is our number 3 seed. And Tyler Close is our number 4 seed. So the winner of this match will take on those 4 players in a traditional 5-person stepladder. It was Cryer 289 over Devin Richards 188 in match number 1. Also was Dave Nitlinger over Ben Sobel 245 to 223. Then Cryer went on to bowl Kendrick Siders. Cryer bowled 228 against Siders 184 and advanced to this match here, and it was Dintlinger's 238 over Peyton Nabix 183, and that's how we arrive here today at this match right here to determine the 5 seed in our stepladder here at the 2026 Ebonite Winter Classic. Mike Flanagan here with you along with Zach Lutmer from ZVL Bowling.
And Dave kicking us off today. 10 back. Yep, Dave made a little bit of an inch left compared to what he was doing on 15, 16, 17, and 18. It looks good. Brandon throwing in, I'll see if he's still throwing it, but potentially still throwing a rubber bowling ball.
Yep, LT48. Looks like he's still in it.
Yep. He's playing a little more angle than he was previously.
Yeah, he moved in.
This lane must hook. These lanes must hook a lot more.
I mean, he is right between the second and third arrow. Let's take a look again. No, just
11.
inside of the second.
Yep. That's still, he was playing around 8, 9, 10 earlier.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if a rubber ball can motor around the corner for enough entry angle to be able to knock down 10. He might get the light hit, but the hit like that I'd be a little afraid of.
Wow.
Whoa. Backup ball, cross lane, throwing at a 7-pin. Looks surprised that the ball didn't hook over there.
Huh. That was something.
Now, we're on a 1.75 to 1 pattern.
Uh-huh. And generally,
very
hooking
flat.
spares is bad.
Typically, yeah, but you got to do what you're comfortable with.
Yep.
Again, here is a look at that pattern. This is not easy by any means, folks. 1.75 to 1, very, very flat.
And this is after 6 games of match play today. So this is game 7 being thrown on 19 and 20.
prior, a little bit further left. That one there rolled over about the 8th board.
Yeah, tried amping up the speed and pointing it at the pocket a little bit more.
See this one here?
That was around 5, actually.
Yeah. From this angle, it looks like 5 there. It's probably more like 6, 7.
Yeah.
6, 7. There you go. If you had that on your bingo card, there you go.
I hope you guys didn't have that on your bingo card.
Let's do it.
Oh, the soundboard. See if Brandon can get a spare here. Yep.
Brandon electing to throw traditional at that spare. Didn't involve backing the ball up from a different angle or anything like that. Just
No.
nice and simple.
Yeah, just textbook,
Yeah.
what we can call that, which is 1 for 1 on the textbook spares.
All right, here's Dentlinger now.
See what he can do. He got that a little bit out. Doesn't matter, though. Nice shot.
You know, Dave is just one of these dudes that I could see hanging out in like some small town. And there's a bunch of people bowling for money. And Dave comes in and probably not an Ebonite t-shirt, probably just a blank t-shirt and some jeans. And says, oh, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're bowling for money. You want to join us? Yeah, why not? Let me see if I can. How much you guys bowling for? 100 a game? 100 a game? Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I'll take my chances. And about 3 hours later, he's at the new car dealership picking out a new car.
Nice.
Oh, Dave's got it working right now.
Yeah, I could see that. Dave would be at the bar hanging out, just watching whatever sports game is on in that small bar, talking to the bartender.
These guys say, hey, we're going to go bowl for some money.
Yeah, little 6-lane center. Like, let's go. Yeah, hey, you at the bar who's been hanging out there.
Yeah. You think you can bowl, pal? Yeah.
He's not a guy who would purposefully hustle, but...
He'd probably do it with one ball, too. He
yeah.
wouldn't even bring in a double bag.
No, definitely not needed.
That was a better shot, I thought, from Brandon, but he went 7-pin, wrap 7, then now he's fighting that 7-pin, 6-pin reaction, or for a right-hander, that's that 10-pin, 4-pin reaction. I think Brandon might get a little frustrated at this line and think, man, I need to throw some strikes. He might just completely change what he's doing.
Now, we did mention earlier the emotion that we saw at past events.
Yeah, I don't think we got to worry about that.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. This guy's like Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. He's got so many different tricks right now. Right now, he's like mint chocolate chip. He could switch to Neapolitan. He could go to butterscotch. Maybe even some sort of like yogurt or something. I mean, this guy's got everything.
Let's see if he's going to go to a yogurt on this shot.
Oh, that's the yogurt.
And he throws
That's the yogurt. Low fat, by the way.
Oh, it had to be.
There ain't much to him. He's in good shape.
What a shot.
Now the age is here. It's got to be almost double.
Oh, at least. Yeah, for sure. I think Brandon's only 20.
Okay.
20 or 21. Yeah. But we are seeing each player having a little bit of a squad behind them to talk to. Dave is talking to local legend Chad Nelson. 10
Look
back
at
for Dave.
Dave. Dave's just running him over right now.
Wow, front 4. Yeah, he's got his hype squad with Chad Nelson and Brady Stearns behind him.
Well, it's the old guys club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Brady got in there. I think he just turned 30.
They're all going to Golden Corral after this.
Sounds awesome. I wonder if I can get a special with him. See if Dave can keep it going here. Starting in the 5th frame, getting to the halfway point of our 3rd bracket matchup. See, he doesn't hate it.
Oh,
he trips it out.
Wow. Here at Jurassic XBC, Dinosaur Dave is feasting.
Give him his 4-8 hits. Little bit of emotion out of him. That's the second most we've seen today out of him. A little bit of a hand gesture. Wow.
Well, Brandon Cryer here, he needs to just get his double, bowl his game.
Yep.
He has still got a chance to win this match.
Yes, absolutely.
This dude can go sheet.
Yeah, without a doubt. He gets that one.
There's
there.
the light hit.
Yeah.
Now that's much better on that lane.
Yeah, that one hit some early friction, but because it is, a 75-year-old bowling ball, it didn't over jump off of it.
You know what I think I'm most impressed with him on that shot is it seemed like he just took a deep breath, didn't try to do too much to that one, and just went up and just executed at a very high level. And coming off, a guy throwing a 5-bagger at you, a missed makeable, and some frustration trying to knock down all the pins. That's a good sign from Cryer.
That's
I think
fantastic.
Cryer's right in this one.
Yeah, it should be a fun finish yet. Let's see what this left lane can do. That one, oh wow.
Just never picked up.
That didn't think about hooking. That would have been a fun
like
1-7-10.
Seemed like
He's
it
right.
might have thumped the holes a little bit,
It
too.
must have. There still could be a little bit of an out of bounds. Like this pattern had out of bounds early. Most of the lefties were a little bit right of that, so that might have been a spot that just hasn't been touched on 19 and 20.
Needs to slide the head pin over to the 7-pin and have the ball take out the other 2 pins, the 3-pin and the 10-pin.
10-pin makes it. Oh, he goes back up.
Or he's going to go back up at it.
And he's going to get
Wow.
4.
I mean, he needs his own show.
You mentioned trick shots earlier. I'm starting to believe it.
The Harry
How
Houdini of the Ebonite Winter Classic right here. Look at this. Look at that. Even Dave's probably thinking to himself, man.
That was wild. Especially getting all the 3 pins to bounce off each other, 1, 3, and 10. Nothing much crazy out of him there.
Dave needs to just keep doing what he's doing, extend, get that ball down the lane, and get it to motor off the break point, just like that. Wow. Wow. Look at this thing. He just gets it down there, gets around it.
Getting it right of the tracks.
That's just how you draw it up.
Beautiful. The one thing with Brandon, too, on the last one, he lost a little bit of count. When someone's got front 6 at you, every pin matters. That in. It is.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Dave deserved a 4-pin on that. That was high.
Yeah, that was not great.
Got it to the friction a little early.
Yep. He did just go super light on that lane, too.
Here's what I like, too. The respect between the 2 players, Brandon and Dave talking to each other down there. I saw a little wry smile there from Brandon.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's fine. A little bit of a footing issue, but stuck.
There always is when you fall off balance. It's always a footing issue. It can't ever possibly be anything else. Just ask Norm Duke.
Yeah. If you look at your foot after missing a spare, it's not your fault.
That's right.
That's the rule.
Yeah. All right, well, Dave can still bowl 279.
That's an all right game.
And 234 is the max for Brandon Cryer.
He's staying right on the friction.
Bang.
Yep, amping up the speed, playing more on the friction. Now he just went washout on this lane, missed it a bit left. See what he can do here. Going into the 8th frame. Anything's possible. We saw it in the last match with Brandon. We're having a lot of strikes in the first 7, 8 frames. Can go away with a couple of splits. It's a good shot.
There you go.
The thump, thump, thump.
Nice shot.
Strikes.
Did exactly what he needed to do there.
Absolutely.
Again, he can still bowl in the 230s. Dave's magic score is 235.
He is on pace already, well above that.
Yeah, into the 240s.
Yep.
That's what he's pacing. That's a strike spare pace is what we call that.
He's got a hook. Oh, that hooked. Nice shot. Wow.
Posted that one as well.
I think Dave is hoping that he gets this pair for the championship. It's looking kind of nice for him.
Yep, our next match is going to take place down on lanes 25 and 26. There will be a little bit of delay before we go into the next match just because we got to move all of our equipment pretty far down the concourse. Then from there, it should go pretty quickly, but we will do a slight reset for our finals.
See if Dave can close this one out. Already in the 200s. Just needs a mark in the next 2 frames. Got that one in as well. Just a little. Whoa. Interesting 7-pin. Got the 10 out, which is big on that one. That would have been spelled disaster.
I'd like to see Dave make this just to feel a little bit better about everything.
Absolutely.
Not have to do anything crazy here in the 10th frame. Because I believe Brandon is going to give him every opportunity to put himself in the spot here to strike out.
Absolutely. Right. And he gets the spare.
Well, Dave, the good news is you don't have to slide on that lane anymore until the championship match.
Yep, he's got about an hour and a half until that happens.
This is our championship pair. Players would return here should they make it here.
They have an absolute gauntlet of players to run through to try to get there.
They sure do.
Falls off of it, still gets the 7 out.
All right, Brandon.
It's not over yet.
Not yet.
It's crazy in this game where it seems like Dave had full control forever, but it's still not over.
If Dave
Only a couple shots left.
If Dave were to get 8 pins on his first ball and then whiff it, that would give him 219 plus 8 is 227 plus 8 is 235.
Yep.
So that's what he needs is 8 out or better.
Yep. If he gets anything less, it comes down to count. If Brandon can get all 3.
Brandon can strike out here to make Dave basically just kind of show up. If Dave leaves like a multi-pin spare and then misses it, Brandon can win.
This could get in.
It doesn't even have to be a split. It could just be a multi-pin spare.
Yeah. Could just be a bucket.
It could be a 3, 6, 9, 10, for instance.
And this pattern's touchy enough where we're not on a house shot.
That's where if Brandon makes the single pin in the first frame, you know, it's a whole different thought process here with 11 additional pins.
It's got a hook, though. All right. Game set. Brandon leaves a 3, 5, 6. Got a little bit quick on that one is what it looks like. It's very hard to tell in the game of bowling to see what the player felt of why something like that just didn't hook. One last hurrah. Backup shot. Brandon ends with 221. Dave needs a pin to win the game. And then we will see him making his way into our official Stepladder finals. Huge game from Dave. 2 straight games of hitting the pocket. Impressive execution for him so far in this very long modified Stepladder. Strikes out for 259 and moves on to fight our number 4 seed in our next matchup. Why not? Gets another one. Already in the 250s. Has to win those brackets on the side with the high scores. I'm just trying to fly through it. We're going to get lined up in just a little bit with our next round of the Stepladder. Carries that one. This pair looked really good for Dave. For a pair that nobody was having fun with all day long. These guys made the pair look a little bit easier and a little bit better, but that's just the execution level we're at right now with the remaining players. This is the top of the top.
Dentlinger 259, Cryer 221. That's going to do it for this match here. Now I'm going to take us over to our old lanes while we get ready for the Stepladder. Zach, if you want to hang out with the people, go ahead and interact with the chat, and I'll try to get everything moved.
Absolutely.
Told all those young kids I'm thirsty. They got to buy. You know?
So we have a nice little delay here. We got some cameras to move with our modified Stepladder. We have to get everything going to a different pair. And then we'll be moving every single game. So unlike what you're going to watch on the PBA a little bit later today, you're not going to see the players stay on the same pair for 4 games straight, you're going to see them moving all over the place. A great tournament from Brandon Cryer, shooting 221 in the last game, ending up in 6th place out of 200 bowlers, 204 total bowlers on the day. Fantastic tournament for him. Be able to make it through a lot of rounds. He ended up pulling out the rubber ball during match play. Had a fantastic look. Somehow, the first person to have a good look with rubber in about 20 years, but he made it look great. Able to weasel his way into that top 10 and then win a couple of matches. Let's check out what the chat's doing right now. We have 750 people hopping in right now. Thank you all 750 plus of you who are joining us on Inside Bowling. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. You're going to be Mikeless for a little bit again. He is off getting the camera setups ready, moving some bowling balls out of the way. So if you guys have anything you want to talk about for the next 5-ish minutes, let me know. I'm Zach from ZVL Bowling. Make sure to check us out on any social media platforms that you have. We're on everything. Well, let's see what's going on in the chat. Dave looks like he's throwing around 17 miles an hour. They did have the speeds up. I did not see, looks like he was around 15 on his last ball. That's at the arrows, though. So, yeah, he's probably around 17, 18. So yeah, he has one of the softer hands in bowling. When somebody says someone has a soft hand, it just means when they're getting to the bottom, not really grabbing on it, being very smooth with their release, helps the ball get through the fronts a little bit, gives them a little bit of touch, and Dave has a lot of touch as the player that he is. He made that pattern look easy, and I can promise you this pattern is not easy in the slightest. This is a very difficult pattern. 1.75 to 1 ratio, 41 feet. This is after a lot of transition, but the transition got weird because a lot of guys were throwing some high grit urethane. A lot of guys were throwing reactive. A lot of guys were playing straight, deeper, a little bit in between. Dave, where he is probably the deepest we've seen a player all weekend. No one was lofting it. No one was really playing 25 at the arrows. At least that was no one that was doing well. I know even for me personally yesterday, I ended around 20 at the arrows, and that was after 7 games of qualifying. So here we go. We have a couple questions coming in. Is the PBA going to be live on the CW app? Yes, it will. Yes, that will be live everywhere that is CW. So you're going to see the first PBA telecast of the year, brand new TV station with the CW. You'll see brand new commentators. You're going to see Kyle Sherman from the Brad and Kyle channel make his debut. You might have seen Mike on a couple of their vlogs earlier this week. He's been doing a lot of work with those guys. Been the one to be able to help get those vlogs out as quickly as possible for all the PBA events. Make sure you go check them out if you haven't. Want to see a deeper look into professional bowling. They give a really, really good look on that. We have another PBA event starting in just a couple of days. Tuesday is going to be the PTQ, pre-tournament qualifier, for the Pete Weber Open. I believe it's down in Missouri. Mike is going to be working at that one as well, so you're going to be able to hear him on Bowl TV. I see a good question in here from Yeezy. Why do people need a second ball for 10 pins? Is it hard? Is it not hard to straighten your hand and throw it like EJ Taggett does? So I think in the wise words of Stu Williams, his quote was, if your name isn't Norm Duke, you should own a plastic ball, or you should own a spare ball. So it really depends on what's most comfortable for you, what gives you the highest percentage to keep your spare percentage up. Because especially if you're going up to these high-level tournaments, PBA, whatever it may be, you need that spare percentage to be in the 90s. Of course, you're never going to be perfect, but you need that spare percentage in the 90s. And by changing your hand position or changing your physical game, your consistency decreases. And your goal on spares, it is just consistency is all it is. So that's why you don't see people hooking at their spares very often at the high level. As we just saw in the last matchup, Brandon tried hooking at one and missed it. Now, would he have gotten it if he shot straight? I don't know. Maybe he hasn't been confident in his 7 pins, but generally being able to keep your form identical and then just being able to switch to a new ball has been a little bit easier for getting your spares. You still see a little bit of cleanup going on. Hey, what is going on? Is that ZVL Bowling? Yeah, this is Zach from ZVL Bowling. We'll be live streaming or commentating the finals of what we have left for the Ebonite Winter Classic. Jumping on to the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. Looks like cameras are all good to go. And we're just prepping, getting ready. Dave is down there getting his Black Widow 2.0 locked in. That's what he's thrown for the entirety of the Stepladder so far, and has made them look so easy when they're not. Let's see what we can do going into this next matchup. Jeff Burton, hello. Welcome to everyone in the chat right now. 600 plus people hanging in. Thanks everybody who's hopping in right now. We're seeing Brandon Cryer, who took 6th, lost at least 1 bowling ball, potentially more. The fun thing after bowling tournaments is you see people wandering around trying to find the remnants of their equipment. Ryan Powers, who's in the field and made it to day 2, is jumping in the chat. What's going on, Ryan? Great bowling this weekend. We are good to go, it looks like. We have Tyler Close going against Dave Detlinger. You're going to see a few warm-up shots while we get the finale ready to go. You're not going to see the scores lined up just yet. Lane talk, we still need to get prepared, get some names on the board. But we have a righty versus righty matchup. Is this our first? This is our first righty versus, our second righty versus righty matchup of the day so far. Otherwise, there's been a lot of lefties in the field. We still have 2 more in the next couple of rounds. We have Kevin Magnuson, who's the 2 seed, and then we have Brandon Runk, who's the 1 seed. Are still waiting in the wings. Brady Stearns, our 3 seed, is over lining up on the end of the house, trying to get something going. He did not have the best look once they started transitioning. So as the lone righty remaining, he's going to try to find something out there. But Dave's still lining up, seeing if he can find the magic that he had on lanes 19 and 20. But here we'll see what Tyler can do. Be interesting. This has been a long wait for him. I didn't see him warming up very much either. I don't think. It's been on the other side of the house. It's about a 40-lane center, 36-lane center here at Cadillac XBC in Waterloo, Iowa. But I didn't see much of Tyler warming up. Brady Stearns has been warming up for a while. Kevin Magnuson is now up and walking around and throwing a couple of shots. So it'll be interesting. He's looking good, though. Tyler's a younger guy, though. We're going to see a lot of the younger players not do a crazy amount of warm-up. But we are going to see a couple of reactive balls being thrown. Dave's still playing a similar part of the lane. It looks like he's a little further right. So what we noticed in this bowling center is the further right you got in the house, the tighter the lanes got. So when we say that, it means the lanes are hooking a little bit less. So there's a little bit less hook when we get further right in this building. So now we're on lanes 25 and 26, further right than where we were for the last couple of rounds. And you're seeing just that little bit less hook. So you're probably going to see Dave, as I said, playing a little bit further right than he was on 19 and 20. 19 and 20, he was crossing around 22-ish at the arrows. It looks like now he was around 20 on one of those shots, but let's see. It's a little going to be hard to see. He might be in the way for this one. It looks like it's going to be around 20 as well, getting it to that tracer. He was able to get it a bit right of the tracer on 19 and 20, still continuing to strike. Tyler's looking like he has a pretty decent look. I don't know what he's throwing right now. We're very far away from the players where we are. So I'm still sitting in front of lanes 18, 19, 20, and the players are over on 25 and 6. So can't exactly see what Tyler's throwing. I might need to send a scout that way. See what that ball is. It might be a stealth mode from track is what it looks like. Not entirely positive. Do not quote me on it. Looks like these players get like 5 shots on a lane. So it's a good amount of time, but with Tyler coming off a lot of slow, he has some power. Whoa. Rip, is Spencer the most accomplished rookie ever? Talking about the PBA. Before this, I mean, there's been a lot of very accomplished rookies. Him and Ryan had fairly similar backgrounds. Spencer's been in the limelight a bit longer of a time. So it'll be interesting. It'll be a fun matchup. Yeah, it could be Jeff Byrne. It could be an effect tour as well. The ball motion looks a little more effect tour-y. And I think he was throwing a tour earlier in the day. Here, I think I will leave you guys for just a second to try to find out what that bowling ball is. So give me about 20 seconds and I'll come back with an idea of what that is. All right, I can confirm he is throwing a track stealth mode. This is Tyler's ball of choice. He had an alert for a little bit, but he took that off the rack, is now sticking with the stealth mode. Very controllable, strong, symmetrical piece. Dave's throwing a very controllable, asymmetrical piece. So no rubber bowling balls in this matchup, no urethanes in this matchup as well. There's not a single urethane ball on the rack. And these guys are playing deep on the lane. So it'll be interesting. Brady does like to hook it, so we're going to see another righty v righty matchup going into the next round. Be interesting to see what he's throwing as well.
And these are lanes 25 and 26. So the last thing I have to do is program lane talk.
Perfect. We're good to go. And I saw someone in chat, ZVL. Yes, that is me. Hello. How you doing? Mike Flanagan graciously asked to help or to have me on to help commentate, and it's been a great time. He hasn't kicked me out yet, so that's always a great sign.
Yeah, we've collaborated on this one. I appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah,
Big
absolutely.
help. How about that? Scores right away.
Look at that.
Yeah, we're ready to rock. Here we go. Dinosaur Dave Dentlinger, making it out of the bracket. He's already won 3 matches out of the brackets. Just qualified to be the number 5 seed now. You see that down below, 8. He qualified 8th, but he made it out of the bracket. He is the 5 seed versus Tyler Close here. We got a battle of Iowa and Dentlinger against Close from Colorado.
Good opening shot from Dave, leaving a ring 10. Continuing pocket control that he's had the last couple of matchups now. And as we said earlier, while they were warming up, looks like he is a little bit further right than he was on 19 and 20. A little bit tighter now. The pair they're on now has only had the 6 games of match play, and that's it. So the amount of games on each pair is going to get a little bit funky now for the next couple of games. Good pickup.
Good opening shot from Dave. Just leaves a 10-pin, spares it up. Now here's our first look, an official competition for Tyler Close. What do you know about Tyler?
Absolutely nothing. In
Yeah,
all honesty.
I'm the same way.
I don't know if I'm guessing he's a college bowler. Just very little that I know about him. He throws it incredibly. Tons and tons of power.
St. Ambrose. Goes to
Okay.
St. Ambrose.
A lot of St. Ambrose guys here this weekend.
Eric Liddick guy.
Not gonna, ooh. Way to get the 4 out. A lot of these college guys just have so much experience, even though they're 20 to 22 years old.
I like Tyler's aggressiveness on that shot. You know, Dave's playing a little bit safer. He's kind of ahead of the move, going left to right, expecting a little bit of pen carry from light hits. Tyler, a little bit further right with his feet, similar break point, a little more speed, a lot more revolutions.
Yes, absolutely. He gets a little bit of hand on the ball. Looks like we're running into a finger issue on that stealth mode, which isn't great. Cool thing is all these players have had a little bit of a fan section being able to help them out in the, behind the scenes, which is fantastic.
Tyler Close on the 25-26 collegiate season is third high out of all the St. Ambrose players. Kendrick Siders also went to St. Ambrose, or goes to St. Ambrose, 219 average on the season in collegiate competition. Tom Burns at 214, then Tyler Close at 212.
Did the entire St. Ambrose team come to this tournament?
Pretty much. Eric
Okay.
brings them all here. He thinks it's a great opportunity to stay sharp. Eric joined me last night for qualifying.
Which is, I love that.
Oh, he's great.
This is a very different event compared to a lot of their college stuff, so fantastic idea from him.
Dave Dentlinger was down there assisting Tyler with some sort of issue with his bowling ball.
Something must have gotten caught in a finger grip because Dave had a pair of scissors or tweezers out. Dave's the guy that would have a pro shop in his backpack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a tackle box of accessories.
Yeah, I was pet sitting a fish once, and
That's a good way to start a story.
I had to come here, so I brought the fish with me. I ran out of fish food. I went up to Dave. I said, "Dave, you got any fish food?" He goes, "Hold on a second," and he had it in his bag.
Wow, that was good. Oh, well done.
Yeah.
That was on the spot.
Yep, no problem.
The problem is
It's almost believable.
there's a non-zero chance that he actually would.
I know.
He'd be like, "Yeah, my daughter has a fish, so I always keeps him with me."
I'm loving the dinosaur emoji here in the chat as well. Dave the dinosaur. And we only call him that because everybody's so young in this event. And
So,
Dave's still a young man, but he's not as young as these people.
so Dave doesn't have a jersey on. Does he carry it? He doesn't carry the 9th pin.
No,
Dave
he-
doesn't have a jersey on. But does he deserve a dinosaur-themed jersey?
I just think I need to make a T-shirt on Inside Bowling that has a little dinosaur off to the side.
It almost has to.
Ebonite on the other side.
Yeah. Get the Jurassic Park
That's it.
font. You're good to go.
And Dave wears Ebonite for a reason at this event. It's because of the sponsor. He wants
Yeah.
to support the sponsor. It's
It's awesome.
hilarious. Yeah, it's smart. I like Tyler's shot there as well. He's jamming it in there. But after seeing that on both lanes, if I'm Eric Littig, if I'm him, if I'm the folks that are behind the Tyler Close camp right now, I'm going to 2-1 left.
Close on that spare, too. Absolutely. Yeah.
Two with my feet, one with my eyes towards the inside part of the lane, especially watching Dave. Now, Dave, just one shot did not strike, so this pair could be a little tricky, too, to get them all to fall for the right-handers.
Yeah, and I don't think you were around when I was talking about it, but the right side of the house does play a lot tighter than the left side, is what all the players were saying. A big washout there from Dave.
Well, right on cue, just like you said.
Yeah, wow. That's the first time he's missed the pocket in about 2.5 games, by the way. Yeah, Tyler's ball speed and rev rate is going to be interesting. As you said, he's kind of jamming it into the pocket a lot more. Dave's playing a lot more angle. Maybe. Nice spare.
Wow, what a cover.
What a shot.
This is how you draw it up right here.
Without a doubt. Couldn't have thrown it more perfectly at that spare. There you go, Dave coming up for frame number 3.
You know what ball Dave's in?
Yeah, he's still in the Black Widow 2.0.
Okay, it is a Black Widow 2.0.
Yep.
Okay.
And that ball's been discontinued for a bit. Trip it? No.
So
Dave's
just like I talked about Tyler maybe being too far to the right, Dave's too deep.
He might be. He's playing just a touch right of where he was on 19 and 20. Just a touch, so it might be too far. Might have made it just a small move compared to a big move. Spare.
We were just 15 minutes away from the debut of the PBA Tour on the CW network. Live from the International Training and Research Center in Arlington, Texas at USBC headquarters. It's the PBA Players Championship 15 minutes away on CW. I encourage everybody to check that out and keep us on as well on another device.
Keep us on your phone, Turn your
No,
TV No?
You keep us on the big screen.
On the
and
big
you
screen.
put the C-Dub
Okay.
on your phone.
Get the CW app, have that on your phone. Get the YouTube app up on your smartphone, on your
That's
Fire
it.
TV. All right, I like that. I
And
like
mute
that.
them and listen to us. I'm
Yes,
just kidding.
yes.
I'm just kidding. I would mute us too and listen to them. It's their first show ever, and I wish them all the best. I sent them a text this morning, both Rick and Kyle, and wished them all the success and told them bowling was lucky to have them.
Awesome. That is very kind of you. Did you tell them that you're going to be competing because you'll be commentating at the same time?
No, they already know. They've been watching all day, trying to pick up some pointers from you and me.
Oh, boy. Perfect.
But Rick would say, it's you and I, Mike, not you and me.
Have you met Rick much?
I have. Well, not much, but this week I
You
did.
did? Okay, awesome.
I worked with him for 2 games on the air.
You
so,
did? Good.
Yeah, I've worked with you
Okay.
more than him.
Hey, that's... I don't know if that's good or bad.
So I like to always say what Nelson Burton Jr. said back in the day on the telecast. Scoreboard tells the story, and that's the story we have here right now. We've got 2 classes of the tournament with practice on lanes 25 and 26. They turn the lights on. They've each thrown 3 balls, and we have 0 strikes.
Yeah, this is, I mean, our average score of the last couple of rounds has been about 220 to 230, and now we're seeing just spares on spares.
Can we get a strike on the board, please? Thank you, baby Jesus.
He moved left. Yeah, I don't know if that was the same ball.
He did.
Good shot from Tyler.
Take a look at this shot again. Just right of that rangefinder. Good speed.
Stuns the 10-pin.
Yeah, and this is a 2-pin match right now. Now, Dave washed out over here last time. It looks like he's like moved left. I bet he just slow hooks it. I bet he slows it down a ton and just grabs a handful.
He did, and it still did not turn the corner. 2-pin out of Dave.
Dave has yet to really hit the pocket on that right lane.
Yeah, not at all. In practice, it looked okay. Looked like he was still able to get to the pocket, but like you said, when the lights turn on, it got a little hairy. At least he kept just a single pin up. Doesn't have to make an incredible shot like he did at the washout. But still, we've seen a lot of mismakeables so far in the bracket. Not a mismakeable there from Dave as he picks up the 2-pin in the 4th frame. Gives Tyler Close a little bit of an advantage.
Dave just hangs around, though, just like in movie rounders. Hang around, check all night long, spare all night long. Here we go, you know, but at some point you run out of frames.
They may run out of frames, but you're not going to run out of sayings, are you? Okay, perfect.
I will not. I got people texting me already right now. They will buy a Dave Dintlinger Dinosaur Dave shirt.
Let's go.
There you go, Dave.
Shot.
Way to get on the board. Welcome to lanes 25 and 26. That's what's so unique about this place is every stepladder game is on a different pair.
And
That was
pair to
that-
pair is different.
That one
That's
was
for sure.
executed beautifully.
Perfect shot. Right over the tracer down lane.
Both players got lined up on the left lane now. Here we go. Let's see if Tyler makes the move on the right lane. Look at the knee bend and that athletic stance
And then the 7 billion rev rate.
and how he stays down and through the shot. Paralyzer 5. He's out of there.
It didn't pick up as much as the one on the left lane, so that right lane is definitely tighter for both players, just based on
I
a small
agree.
sample size.
I agree with you.
I think he's still in that effect tour, is the way it looks. Or sorry, that stealth mode. Apologies.
Stealth mode.
Coming up with frame number 6. Can he keep it going? He didn't like it much. 2-pin.
It's thrown past the break.
Looks like his speed has jumped a little bit. A
Yep.
couple of these.
Well, because he went that almost 4-9, 9-pin, amping up the speed, keeping the ball in play.
And as a player with his just style and everything, amping the speed up probably is more comfortable for him. with the fast footwork,
Mm-hmm.
two-hander, understandable.
Yeah, and it's funny how Dave actually was going light and was moving left, trying to get closer to the head pin and was just doing a trick with his hand to try to slow it down.
Yeah, it's the overpower the lane versus try to finesse the lane.
Looks like the PBA Tour is actually going to be a bit delayed here today. It's going to start late
That's
on the
unfortunate.
CW. Yeah, it looks like 4-minute delay. NC State's taking on Syracuse right now, and there's 2:42 left in the game.
Oh, yeah, then it's going to be a while.
It could be. But you know what's not going to be a while? Dave.
Dave's striking twice in a row now and on the right lane. Huge shot for him. We might have a barn burner here, and this will be great.
Real quick, let's take a look at Dave's last shot again.
Yeah.
Just want to see how it peeled.
So that one he got a little bit inside of the tracer, and that's how it went 10 back. The last one he got a little bit outside.
On the tight lane, yeah.
Yep.
This lane, he can get a little right of the tracer. Oh, he rolled right over it again. Wow, that's his magic potion right now. Roll it over the right tracer with where he's standing with his feet.
What a shot, putting the pressure back on Tyler. This is a chess match right now.
That was right over it.
What a shot.
Okay, here we go. It's a good one. Don't forget, you're just tuning in. We're in our stepladder final. This is match number 1 of the stepladder. Coming up in the next match, we have Brady Stearns from Minnesota. Winner of that match will go on to take on Kevin Magnuson from California. And in our number 1 seed from Pennsylvania, Brandon Runk, originally from Pennsylvania.
That was out. 5-pin.
Yeah, I think touch needs to come into play now. You know, we talk about touch, which is speed control, getting your ball to shape. He's just trying to overpower the pattern. And even though it hasn't gotten him in any sort of trouble, even any splits or anything, he just doesn't have enough entry angle to get through the pocket. And with his opponent throwing a triple at him now, Tyler needs to pick this up and go up and start hitting the 1-3 pocket with a little bit more angle to be able to stay in this match.
Absolutely. A quote from everyone's favorite Team USA member Ryan Powers over the weekend was, speed controls everything on this pattern. If you overpower it just a little bit too much, your ball might just never read the lane. We might be seeing a little bit of that right now with that 5-pin from Tyler coming in light. Actually 3 coming light, but the first one struck because he tripped out the 5-7. So what's his move going to be?
I don't know, but he's taking a re-rack. I like this.
Smart play. Take a breather, take a breath, recoup the thoughts.
I'd move a little left and give the ball a little bit of time to come off the end of the pattern. Soften it up just a hair. Because when the ball comes off the end of the pattern, it only has so much time when it's fired to come out of the exit of the pattern to the head pin. When you slow down your ball, it has more time to travel.
See where he's lining up. Looks fairly similar, but tough to tell from here.
Yeah, about 25. There you go.
He threw it even harder.
Well, I thought that was more online. I liked it off his hand in the front part of the lane. I just don't think his feet were far enough left.
Yeah, he might have trapped himself a little bit.
Swing plane looked a lot better to me, but clearly the reaction on the lane was not as good.
Still leaving 9s though. That's a good sign. He's got a perfect no-tap game going. Oh, another finger issue it looks like. All right, let's go to Dave's Backpack Pro Shop.
Yep. Right next to the fish food.
Yep. He's digging in between the fish food. He's got extra bandages in there. Maybe some Tylenol. Oh, and he got it. That's good sportsmanship. If Dave wanted to be mean there, he absolutely could have. Helps his opponent get whatever was stuck in his finger out. See if he can do it.
Dave's only mean when he's got to go out and hunt and get food for his dinosaur family.
Dave does know he gets called Dinosaur
Oh,
Dave,
he
right?
knows.
Okay.
Oh, he knows.
Cool. Awesome.
knows.
Didn't know if this would be like a secret to him or something.
No, it's a whole thing.
Oh, beautiful. So, yeah, let Mike know if you want a Dinosaur Dave t-shirt to be on Inside Bowling.
I want one. I want one. All right. Here's Dave on the lane. It's tighter.
Right over the tracer. 10
And
back.
he's just made the right moves at the right times.
What a
Look at this.
play from him, too. Being able to not really get lined up for the first couple, washing out, coming in light, coming in heavy, and then lining up on both lanes for a four
He was
back.
just getting his ball too far to the right down lane.
Yep.
And as soon as he started rolling over that dark board, that right dark board down lane is when he's been able to really control his strike pocket. He got his feet a little bit left. I think Tyler needs to watch what Dave's doing and maybe have his feet one or two right of Dave. Use all that power, roll it right over that tracer, and see what happens.
Not that, wow. I don't know if Dave's going to give him a chance.
I don't
to
think
do
so.
that. Dave saw blood in the water.
You know who Dave's favorite transformer is?
Who?
Grimlock.
Who?
Grimlock.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
a Dinobot.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Come on.
the one guy who doesn't know Transformers.
I thought you might get that one.
I should. Transformers was big when I was a kid. Still so much. Yeah. Oh, wow. He got it to the tracer.
Tyler's just been lost the whole game.
Yeah.
He's never really been able to control the 1-3 and get consistently in the pocket.
I think he got tricked in practice. This is where one of those situations where practice is so important in these matchups, and you have to win the practice portion. And he thought he was lined up, trying to stay tight to the pocket, left a couple of 9 counts, tried moving in, and not great.
Green Machine in the chat says, oh, there's a whole dinosaur family now.
The backstory is growing.
You know what Dave's favorite song to sing at night to his dinosaur kids?
No, what is his favorite song?
It's I love you, you love me. We're a bowling family with a Black Widow 2.0 shined up a little bit. We're gonna take home this championship.
Ladies and gentlemen watching, this is what happens when Mike Flanagan doesn't get much sleep, is he starts singing the Barney theme song. Still goes sideways for Tyler.
It sure does. I mean, he's just never been in it here. But hey, a professional game. I saw this all week at the PBA Players Championship. You just get on a pair, you just don't get lined up, but he's made every spare. And
Yeah.
I anticipate he'll make this one as well. And Tyler will learn from this. Tyler's a great bowler. I love his fundamentals. The way he stays down the line, being a two-hander. You can tell he's been coached up great with Eric and all that has helped him develop his game. He's got a bright future ahead. Second year at St. Ambrose, if I read it correctly online. A couple more years of college, bowl some regionals, keep bowling events like this, and he'll go far.
Nice baby split pickup from him, too. Won't affect the outcome of the match, but still wants to get lined up just for learning purposes.
There you go. And you know what else, too? A guy like Dave, a guy like Brady, a guy like Chad Nelson, these veterans, just watched him bowl this game. And seeing him grind it out, not give up, still try to do what he did and be able to pick these spares. If he ever approached one of them maybe 5-10 years down the road and says, hey, there's a doubles tournament, would you bowl with me? They're going to look at this game and go, yeah, absolutely, I'll bowl with you.
Yep.
Dave Dentlinger, 6 in a row now.
Absolutely no. Tyler, that's especially if he's a second year, so he's probably 19 or 20 years old. This is an incredible bump. He's going to be able to buy so much ramen.
Oh, no doubt.
With the money he won at this event.
It's gotten pretty expensive, though.
It has.
It's like 70 cents now.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. But he's going to be fed for months with what he's going to make here. Huge tournament for him. Dave's just going to do Dave things, shoot 255 this game. Incredible 4-game performance from Dave. Now, the hard thing is Dave is getting the same reaction across the house now, because usually what you'll see in stepladders, like on TV that you'll see in a little bit, is that the lines will start breaking down because people are on the same pair for so long. But Dave doesn't have to deal with that. He gets to move now to 23-24, which still has the same amount of games on it as 25 and 6 did before he started this one. So he's going to be able to just move across the house until 19 and 20 with just that 6 games on it total and a little bit of practice.
Yep, so 255 to 202, our final score there. Because I've shut down some of my other pairs, I'm going to bring it into the booth to us. Mike Flanagan here with you, along with Zach Lipmer right here from ZVL Bowling. I'm going to go move that table and get that set up, and you can hang out here and talk to the people and promote your YouTube channel, whatever else you want.
All right, beautiful. You guys are stuck with me yet again, and you get to see me this time. So we have about 5-ish minutes until we'll be ready to go. So make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate it if you do. I cannot see how many people are hanging in right now, but I'm seeing Don say the spicy ramen packs are $159. Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the, if somebody can clip out there, that now that Mike's over there, if somebody can clip him singing the Barney song, I will gladly post that on all ZVL Bowling socials. So if you can clip that, please send it to me on any platform, TikTok, Instagram, my email, Facebook, whatever it may be. Please send that to me. If you can, I'd love to be able to get back home right after this and quickly post that. It'd be fantastic. I think the world needs that in the archive somewhere. Well, as we have a couple of minutes, actually a very quick move from the tables. Welcome back.
Let's see what it looks like. We're going to be in the ballpark.
Yeah. Looks pretty good. Now we'll be able to see the first of Brady Stearns in a couple of hours. He is already into 25 in Brady Stearns territory. He likes to wheel the lane. A little bit slower ball speed, a little bit more around it than a lot of the guys that we've seen so far. But being that lower ball speed, he's able to get the ball to do things from deeper on the lane that others cannot. So we are actually going to see him probably playing a little left of Dave, as we saw with that first shot go super high. Now, Brady's a guy who loves preparation. He is a full-on weekend warrior, PBA regional winner, PBA regional rookie of the year a couple of years ago. One of the most accomplished Minnesota bowlers we've seen in the last 10 years. He has beat me up in many tournaments. And he is playing, he might have moved a little bit to play similar to Dave. They might be playing on the same lines. We might actually see some transition this game for both the players. We'll see. This could be a fun one. This is our technically quarterfinal match. 3 seed versus 8 seed Dave Detlinger. Dave has won 4 straight matchups now, but he has 3 more to go. This is the final righty, the final 2 righties in the field. Once this match is done, we have 2 lefties coming up next. Kevin Magnuson and Brandon Runk are coming in last. Here's a good tip for anybody watching at home, whoever gets into a situation like this. If you're a guy who likes to bowl tournaments, you can see Brady trying a couple of different bowling balls out, trying the Ion Pro Solid on that one from Storm Bowling. Dave sticking with the ball that he's used the entire run. So he's found a pretty good idea, and he's sticking with it. Brady's fishing around a little, trying to see what he can, see what looks good, see what looks bad. This is really important information for the players to get because, like I said, pair-to-pair is different here. It can be very, very different, especially with how the moves were today. You had different bowlers on each lane. You might have had a lot of lefties on certain pairs. You might have only had righties on certain pairs. This is going to be a match of execution. Out of a lot of the guys in the field, these are 2 of the best executors that were in the field. I don't know if either have missed in practice. Brady went 3-6-9-10 with a different ball, but he switched to the blue and it looks a little better. So this will be fun. All these matches have been great. You're seeing some of the highest level bowling that you'll see That's not on the PBA Tour, which is awesome. Yeah, for anybody who's trying to watch the CW for the PBA show, it looks like it's just getting kicked off right now. So remember, 2 screens. Everybody here has 2 screens. Of course, keep the sound on us. But we're getting our first look at a brand new PBA Tour. Big day for bowling in a lot of ways. Might see a big payday for some of these players. Winning the Ebonite Winter Classic is a massive deal for a lot of these guys. A couple more shots of practice for Dave and Brady, and then we'll be getting going. It's like Dave's trying a couple different, oh, he did try a ball. That ball's going back into a bag. He couldn't let the Black Widow be the only one to see the light of day today. Completely understandable. All right. That should be it. I should have asked with Joe how much practice these guys get. Kind of curious. Sometimes it seems like they're throwing 10 shots each, sometimes like 4. But the game is beginning. Dave Detlinger, Brady Stearns, quarterfinal matchup. 3 seed versus 8 seed. Righty versus righty. The final righty v righty match we'll have of the day. After a little bit of a break while the players put in their names into the system. So lane talk works really well. Looks like we're getting our first look at our new lane analyst.
Yeah, on the CW network. We're watching bowling up here in the booth while we're bringing you bowling here in Iowa. Brady Stearns and Dave Detlinger are friends. They have a mutual, or they have a ton of respect for one another, and they play the lanes mutually kind of the same. They're going to be playing the same part of the lane. Obviously, they got a little bit different games, but traditional right-handed players. They're ready to go. We're ready to go here in our Stepladder finals. This is match number 2 in the Stepladder.
Let's do it. Dave kicking us off on the left lane. Remember, if you start first, you end first in typical match play format. So Brady will be the one with ball in hand if we make it to the 10th frame and it's a close battle.
Detlinger inside, got that one right of the rangefinder and still gets it to come back. That tells me this lane's got a little bit more hook to the right.
Yep, absolutely. A little more hook. Might be a more open pair for the righties. We'll see. This is our first that we're going to see of Brady Stearns with scoring in a while. He had a tough run for the last little bit of match play. Started off insanely hot this morning with a couple of 270 games, but then slowed down to end it. That's how he dropped. He was the 1 seed for most of the day, dropped down to the 3 seed just in the last game.
Hello.
Give that to him.
Let's take another look at that one. You look at Brady playing very similar to Dave, maybe a little bit further inside. Gets that one, it kind of blocks a shot just over the rangefinder, runs him over, 7-pin stands, pin hits it, slow roll forward.
What a hit.
Boy, this might be a good one here. This one could be very high scoring.
That was fun.
Number 2 seed waiting on deck, the lefty, Kevin Magnuson, bowled a massive last game to crawl all the way up to second. That's why Stearns is the 3 seed, and Brandon Runk, who came in as the leader, as you mentioned, bowls a big 270 game the last game to go ahead and become the number 1 seed. Brady's got to win a couple of matches now if he's going to take this one down. Stearns has won this event before. Brady took this one down in September of 2023. It was actually the Fall Classic, but both are majors and listed under the same Classic Tournament winner sheet available at the top of the chat on our pinned feed. A lot of information about the event, including all of the scores that have been bowled thus far in this year's tournament.
Wait, even my scores are still on there?
They're still there, buddy.
Ooh, shoot.
I know you put in that recommendation to pull them off, but that's okay.
I did.
I don't know if they've done it or not yet.
Man, I thought $20 would do a lot for Joe, but I guess not.
Knowing where he likes to go out and eat, you're not even close.
Ah, shoot. Dang.
All right, so Brady with the open frame. Leaves the 210.
I don't think he didn't like the execution on that shot the way it looked.
No, he's in a good mood down here, though. I was watching him. He's jovial about things, feeling good. Arm swings loose. Now Dave on the right lane. He struck on the left lane, got a little bit further right. Let's see if this one does it as well.
It's much further right.
Both pins are wiggling.
Neither falls. And it is different bowling a friend, too. These guys, good friends, good acquaintances. As we saw before, Dave Detlinger and Chad Nelson were talking and hanging out for Dave's match against Brandon Cryer. And Brady and Chad are very close, so X plus Y, if X equals Y and Y equals Z. Pulling out my math background on it.
Yeah, please do. And if you don't mind putting together a tutorial and linking us all later, we'd love to know that.
Oh, of course, we'll do.
Yeah,
Always.
give us a
Yeah,
cheat code on that.
it's going to be ZVL Math is coming.
Okay, that
Be
sounds
ready.
good.
Dave with a good spare there on the 2-8.
We'll ship it out for you.
Deal, I'm in.
Okay.
You're not covering enough email addresses the way it sounds.
No, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I need a few more. Dillinger can max at 280. Stearns 268.
Both players coming in light on two different lanes, though.
Yeah. Now here's what I'm looking for out of Dave. This is what I normally see from Dave. Dave is going to stay down and through this shot. He's going to stick it. He's going to get extra low and watch it come off the end of the pattern. Oh, solid 9. You threw it too good, Dave.
You had it perfectly called. He stuck that shot. He didn't move.
And Cadillac XBC said, no way, Flanagan. We're not going to let this come true. Oh, man.
What a shot.
Terrible break.
Still in the pocket, though. That's a net positive. I understand that 9 pins happen for a reason, and most things in bowling happen for a reason, but they always hurt just that little bit more. Is Brady pulling out a new ball?
Looks like he might.
He was throwing 2 different bowling balls during practice. Let's see. Yep. See what Brady can do. Different bowling ball. He's out of the Ion Pro Solid. Can't really see what he's into right now. Could be his favorite IQ tour from Storm.
There it is.
So his 9 pin fell.
It did.
Great shot from Brady. I bowled a lot of times against Brady, and I've seen him take a lot of people's money in the game of bowling on doing just that. Something smooth down lane, get it to come off the spot, slowly, but still get through the pins, and then just hit the pocket a lot of times in a row. There you go, stepping up on the left lane. See what Brady Stearns can do. Frame number 4. Ring 10.
Pretty good shot there.
Very good shot. He is playing deep on the lane. Was around 25, I believe. Right, 26 even to the tracer. Looks like the ball didn't have enough time to get back up the hill to hit high flush. Good spare from Brady. Phenomenal spare shooter as well. Both these guys, very similar in slightly different ways. Shot makers, a lot of touch.
Yeah, Dave with a big opportunity right here. This is where Dave still was trying to figure it out in the last game. He can figure out a little bit earlier here. He can take control of the match. Light again. He mixed up the 2 and the 8 the last time. They both stood. They were both wiggling. Gets 1 down. I anticipate his next shot, he'll probably get all 10, but maybe 1 frame too late depending on what Stearns can do.
Yeah, even though we're only in, that was only the 4th frame. We're running out of frames already. No one has a double yet.
I mean, it's possible because I think Brady Stearns, I think the world of him, and I think he is going to figure it out anytime he can throw 5, 6, 7 in a row.
Good start from Dave. So we were talking about the tracers earlier down lane, where the ball's seeing its break point. That one was a little bit right of the tracers from Dave. Brady's ring 10 we saw right over the tracers when it started making its move. So very, very important thing to watch out for. See how these guys adjust that break point down lane. And we are talking mere inches down lane, 50 feet away. But that makes or breaks some of these shots. Over the tracer, 10 back for Dave. What a shot. This will be another good one. See if Brady can keep striking on this right lane. So he struck with 2 different bowling balls on this right lane. Do here, nothing big to move.
I want to do the same call that I did with Dave on the left lane when he solid 9, so I'm not going to do that to Brady here.
All right, good call.
That's a good shot. That is a good shot. I'm telling you, Brady Stearns is going to bring it. Here's the thing with great players like Brady and Dave, for all that matter. They go to a new pair, and even though they got practice, I am a little puzzled. It's taken them a while to get lined up on the pairs. But you give them 3, 4 shots on a pair, it's very seldom that they don't all of a sudden start to find the strike pocket and get the angle that they're looking for, which leads to a lot of strikes.
100%. And, I mean, even with these elite players, when the lights turn on, things always change. Not sometimes physically, just mentally. And that's where you can, like I said, these guys weren't missing in practice. Lights turn on and things transition just a little bit because we have 2 righties that are slowly breaking things down. Very similar lines. Brady's a touch left. One's a little bit further out, goes through the face for a 4-7-10.
Yeah, it's like he tried to help that one. Look, this ball never really gets to the. It's just inside of the tracer.
Yeah.
You got to trust it to the right. Trust is a must.
Brady's ball roll is a little bit different from Dave's, where his wants to see the end of the pattern a little bit harder. That's going to cause situations like this, why we've seen 2 splits from Brady. The left lane just being the only one to give him trouble. He went 2-10 in frame 2. Frame 4, he rung a 10-pin, and then frame 6, he leaves a 4-7-10.
Yeah, and Brady's now starting to wonder what's going on. I mean, he's getting to the point now where he's like, this game's getting away from me. And Dave Dentlinger has won 4 matches in a row. He's made it out of the bracket. He's looking to win his 5th match in a row right here on Inside Bowling. He's got an opportunity to capitalize here on the open frame from Stearns with a strike here in the 6th. Gets it.
A shot. He must have done some little Dave magic on that one. That one got pretty far right, but still made the move. He got around the ball a little bit more, try to get it to peel off the end of the pattern. Whatever it was. One of the hardest things with bowling, what kind of physical move did Dave do? We don't know. It was probably a very, very tiny thing that we can't see from back here.
Well, here's the thing. Dave was cooking. And then he went and got in touch with Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
And they put together the right recipe. And that's what tasted good on the right lane. Now, we'll see if Guy Fieri gave him exactly what he needed on the left lane. The last time it worked. See, and for Dave, that ball's holding flush pocket. For Brady Stearns, it's jumping high.
It is. I can't believe there's a Guy Fieri reference, and it worked. Cross that off your bingo card. If you had, we've had a 6-7 call. We've had the Barney theme song.
That's right. We're just having fun. When Dave Dentlinger's on a show, we're just having a good time.
I got to remember to watch that when I get home.
Yeah, you got to watch that. You got to watch that and text me.
If you guys are just tuning in, make sure to watch the beginning of our match play stream because you can learn a lot.
All right, Brady Stearns, time to get on it. A little bit further inside, projected to the right, and flat 10. Ball runs out of mustard, so to speak, there, and now Brady's really fighting it.
Man, I don't know if that ball switch was the right play. It
Well,
looked good for a shot or two. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, he had been perfect on this lane so far. It's really just been the left lane that's given fits.
Keep getting his spares, absolutely. And some of the best spare shooters we'll see going against each other right now. All right, this is a big moment. The match isn't over. Dave has been good at shooting 230, though.
Yeah, question about what is a tracer. Carolyn Dornbauer, the great Hall of Famer, whenever she's on telecast, she calls the dark markings down lane, those ones that you see down there, there's 4 of them, 2 on each side of the lane. They're called tracers. They're also known as range finders or dark boards or down lane targets. Any other names you've ever heard?
I think that's about all.
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah. The weird thing he's down lane is what I've heard as well.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't hook.
Yeah, he's in no man's land now. His angles are just so steep, and now he needs the ball to recover. And if he moves a little bit to the right, the ball goes high. And he's just not comfortable at all. Dave Dentlinger is well on his way to winning the 5th consecutive match. Remember, upcoming, he's got to defeat 2 lefties next. He's got Kevin Magnuson, the youngster, St. Ambrose, and Brandon Runk, the guy who you'll see next week competing on the PBA Tour, who is already in the field, does not have to go through the PTQ. This is his warm-up for next week. Brandon Runk could be bowling for a PBA title next week. It's possible.
This is crazy. I don't know what the prize fund, what the overall top prize is for this, but that is the craziest warm-up potential of all time. That's awesome. There's a good amount of money on the line for this one, which is great for these players.
Yeah, there's a bet you win pot as well. We'll get the information on that. Players can pay $10 to get into that, and you take all the money.
Wow. What
Dave
shot.
Dentlinger, 4-bagger.
I think this one's already almost over. Yeah, Brady just couldn't find a look after the ball switch. It looked like an IQ tour. Like I said, that ball does not like a ton of angle. But that is Brady's arguably favorite ball of all time. So it's understandable in these situations. You want to throw the thing you know. Good shot from Dave.
Yeah, I mean, Dave Dentlinger, sign me up to bowl doubles with this guy any day of the week.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I'll jump in his backpack to get to that top 5. I'll be the best at getting him waters or drinks whenever he needs them. I'll be really good at putting bowling balls back in his bag for him, grab him if he wants, whatever.
You know, there's a rumor that E.J. Tackett asked Dave Dentlinger to bowl a doubles tournament once, and he had Dave bowl anchor. It's just a rumor, though. It's not confirmed.
Okay. I'd believe it. After today, I haven't seen EJ win 5 matches in a row today at the Ebonite Winter Classic. So Brady tried switching to his Rockstar amped on that shot just to see what it would do down lane. The 3-6-10 chops it.
Now here's the thing: if Dave ends up bowling for the title and he's got the match locked up, I think he should go grab the dinosaur ramp.
Ooh.
And deliver the ball.
Yes.
His final shot should go down the dinosaur ramp.
Yep.
Dave's getting text messages from people right now. He's chuckling a little bit, and I know you all are texting him what we're saying right now.
Please keep texting him that too. Dave's as stone cold as they get, where nothing has phased him today.
And Brady Stern's like, okay, I'm lined up. Can we make this a best of 3?
Yeah.
You mind?
He's ready for the next squad.
By the way, I know Brady looked lost during this match, but Brady is, Dave's probably breathing easier. Nothing against the lefties he's got to go up against because that's murderer's row. However, he knows how good Brady is. He's won this tournament before. We're going to have a new champion today now with Brady Stearns being eliminated. So Dave's he's definitely on the free roll now. He's the number 8 seed. He's already up to the semifinal match.
And it's always tougher. Like, I don't know how many times Dave has bowled against Kevin, for example. I'm not really sure if there's ever been a head-to-head between those two or against Brandon. But Dave and Brady have definitely bowled against each other, so you remember those past experiences against these guys. I remember every match I've had against Brady head-to-head, the good and the bad. And the one thing with him is he never is out of the match. He hangs around, he sneaks around, you think he's trying to just fish for ball reaction, and then boom, he finds it, and he doesn't miss for 6 shots and makes you double in the 10th. And then hypothetically, you accidentally Brooklyn against him to win. Hypothetical, of course. Totally never happened. 160 from Brady Stearns, getting him a 4th place finish here. The Ebonite Winter Classic. Huh. Dave grabbing a new ball. Still has a spider on the side of it, though.
That's what dinosaurs eat as snacks.
So this is, oh, that looked good.
Sure did.
I wonder if he has a rule. Widows only.
Could be.
Black Widows only. That would make sense. Black Widow 2.0 to Black Widow Mania. There's about 20 more that he probably has in his bag. I don't know what he brings in his bowling bag, but I hope it's just Black Widow balls.
Dave Dentlinger eliminates Brady Stearns. Brady is going to finish 4th, 243 to 160. I'm going to bring it back into the booth, Zach, and I'm going to move cameras around yet again.
Right.
It's been a pleasure calling this one with you. I'll be right back.
Well. Yeah, good luck with the moves. All right, you guys are stuck with me again. Let's check how things are going. Is there a link to watch on CW? Yeah, they have an app, and I believe they're on YouTube maybe as well. I don't know. No, I think it's just their app. But we are here going to the semifinal matchup coming in very soon. We are just getting lined up for another brand new set of lanes. This is where it gets really interesting, where Dave doesn't have to deal with the carry down or any of the transition or anything from the past lanes that he's had to bowl on. Now, this is the last game we have on a fresh-ish shot. Now, it's still 6 games of match play we're on these lanes, but the next pair he's going to go to, if he potentially wins his 6th straight matchup, is going to be 19-20, where he did bowl a massive 259 against Brandon Cryer about 30-ish, 40-ish minutes ago, whatever it's been. It's been a long day so far. So we have a lot of good stuff going on. Everything's lined up. Joe's looking at us that we're ready. We're going to see our first look at Kevin Magnuson. First time seeing him since match play a couple of hours ago. We'll see what he's got going. He's been throwing a urethane pretty much all day long.
This isn't too bad for the first attempt here. Getting it straightened up. The floor's uneven, but this one was pretty close to the other one.
Looks pretty good. Oh, that is not a urethane ball in his hand. Interesting. That's a phase 2.
Lanes 21 and 22.
Yep, our final match on a new-ish set of lanes. So we'll
Final.
get a couple minutes of practice for these guys.
Probably need to change the graphic too, huh?
Yeah, I guess Brady's not here anymore.
This one's going to be tough to fit on here.
Oh, the last names. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. These are 2 longer last names in the field.
It's Magnuson, right?
It is, yep.
Woo! Woo.
I don't know how you're going to make these numbers and everything fit. Don't worry, the last matchup will be easy. Runk will fit anywhere. 4 letters, simple. Remember, if you guys see any of that bottom bracket, that is all custom, the bottom row. There is also a nice little coupon code there, coupon code YouTube. You can use it at InsideBowling.com. Make sure you go check that out. You will soon be able to get your Dinosaur Dave shirts somewhere on there. Otherwise, there's a ton of fantastic apparel, shirts, hoodies, everything.
Yeah, every week we run a special. It's called the Deal of the Week. It runs for a week. It starts on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern and runs until the next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. This week it's hoodies, $29 each. You can pick those up at InsideBowling.com. Normally $42, $13 savings. Make sure you check that out. And if you want to add other things to the cart, you can save that 15%, as Zach just mentioned, with coupon code YouTube, and that's on apparel. We also sell balls, bags, shoes, and all those sorts of things. at regular map pricing, which is protected with the manufacturers. And also, we also added blankets recently. You can get all your favorite brands, and they're 60 by 80. Those are jumbo-sized blankets. Everybody loves them. You can wash them multiple times. Everything's great. We got a great partner up the road, makes those for us. We turn them around in about 3 or 4 days. Love to get you out some bowling blankets so you can hang out on the couch comfortably to watch bowling.
Don't worry, these are made for all of us tall folks out there. It's perfect. 60 by 80 will fit all of us. It's great. We appreciate the love for any of our tall bowlers. Here we are getting a little bit of practice. Kevin's still into a urethane ball. But if you don't have any bowling apparel, this is some stuff you can wear outside of the bowling center. Some nice clean looks. Always a good thing to have. Always go sport the bowling brands. Help keep the sport running, keep the sport rocking. Always a good thing. If you're a Motive fan, go buy a Motive one. If you're a Storm fan, buy a Storm one. If you're a Hammer fan, buy a Hammer one. Whatever brand you want is out there. $29 for a hoodie is also ridiculous. And for the record, I am an unbiased party in this source. I do have no deals with Inside Bowling, and it looks great. Yep, picked up a sweatshirt and a blanket last night. Scott, great pull. Nice job. Nah, big blankets are the best. Yeah, I'm 6'5", so, tiny blanket. I have so many blankets that I've had in my past where, my feet will stick out. It's the worst feeling in the world. It's very sad, especially being from Minnesota, living there. It's always cold, so you need some kind of blanket, and if you're not covering your feet, it's just not a fun time. So having, those oversized blankets, always the best thing. Yeah, we're still talking about blankets, by the way.
Kind of upset I didn't bring mine.
That would have been nice.
This would have been the right time to bring it.
Yeah, but this would have been a good show-off time.
It would have been.
Yeah, it is a little blistery here in the central and northern part of Waterloo.
I'll tell you what, Magnuson, I want to talk about him a little bit. This kid's got a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. And he's also a chirper. He likes to go around and talk to everybody.
Yes.
He likes to establish really good relationships with people. But at the same time, he likes to walk up and just say, hey, I'll see you in a title match later. Haha. Right?
Yeah.
And some people are like, oh, that's just Kevin. And other people are like, when I bowl him, I'm going to stomp him into the ground. Some people mistake his ambition for arrogance, and some people can't see the ambition and can only see arrogance. It's kind of interesting.
He has painted a fun picture for himself. It's entertaining.
But he has been great to me.
Same here.
Is it okay if I live stream this pair? Because I know you're streaming this pair, and I don't want to do anything wrong. I mean, the young man is dynamite. But I have heard some of the veterans talking about how Magnuson has been telling everybody he's going to win this tournament.
Now, there's a thing that we don't see with a lot of athletes in other sports, even outside of bowling, of just there's one quote, I forget who it was, but it was, if you're stepping onto the court and you don't think you're the best person on it, you shouldn't be a professional athlete, which still is very telling.
Sorry, we're doing a projected line back here for what their combined scores going to be. Their total score is going to be both of them in this match.
Total scores this match, they want to know on the concourse. I will set it at,
we have a bunch of numbers.
I'm going to go 462.
462. Okay.
488.
488.
We're going big.
All right.
Going big today.
488.
A couple
All right.
fun things going on behind the scenes from these guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of people interested in this match.
Yeah.
And it's no surprise it's all around Kevin Magnuson.
It is.
Here we go. He gets started on the left lane. The two-handed lefty from California packs him back. I'm going to win this tournament, everybody. Coming out right now with a strike.
For the record, that is the most applause we've gotten for any strike
Oh, yeah.
so far today.
Yeah, I mean, people love this guy.
He brought some fans.
What is he, about 12?
Maybe 13.
Kidding. Goes to St. Ambrose. Right now he's 5th on the team with a 205 average.
Oh, that's out.
And what is it with Dave early in matches that he just can't get going? He just can't. And that could, I mean, he's going to, sometime he's going to have 240 bowled at him.
Yeah. He hasn't yet. Now, while he's had a tough road, it seems like, scores don't really showcase that. Now, Dave's had a lot of 220s and 230s. He's able to weasel out a lot of these last, like, 5.
Let's go through Dave's games today. All right, let's take everybody through it. That's a bad break. He should have made that. So he bowled, let's go way back to hours ago. He bowled Ben Sobel, which seems like so long ago. He bowled 245 against Ben. Then he bowled 238 at Peyton Nabick, okay? Then he bowled Cryer and bowled 259. Then he bowled Close and bowled 255. Then he bowled Stearns and bowled 243, okay? So he's bowled 245, 238, 259, 255, 243, but has not started a match. He has finished every match. And now he starts with an open frame. Remember earlier in the very first game, he missed a single pin and still bowled 245.
Yep. He digs himself out. His strike percentage between the 5th and the 10th frame has to be sky high right now.
He's like the guy that walks up to you and says, hey, you want to run 100 meters for 100 grand? I'll give you a 10-second head start. And we were talking about Magnuson being the one that might be a little egotistical here.
Yeah.
Dave just says, maybe that's part of his game plan. Maybe he says, you know what, I'm going to not strike to start to put my opponent at ease, and then I'm just going to not miss.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I'm surprised he hasn't started well in any of these matches, considering he gets practice.
Yeah, a lot of practice. It's not just 2 shots on each
No. Magnuson now.
And,
I mean, if he does that all game,
that's the best start anybody's had against Dave yet.
I can't say he's going to win the tournament, but I can say that he can win this game because you move pairs every game. I mean, this is lights out. And look at the arm out for balance, down and through it, and then swoops it into the pocket. Oh, man.
Do you guys see where his hand position is on the bottom of the swing? That is perfect as he's... So, story about Kevin, actually, I just noticed that. He comes up after match, but he's like, my hand hurts. It's like, what? It's like, not my left hand, not my left wrist, my right wrist for pushing so hard on my ball to get the oil off of it. He's been throwing a urethane ball all day. For you guys, everyone knows urethane balls don't absorb oil, so it stays on the outside. So you have to really get the oil off of it to get it to react the same way. And Kevin has a destroyed wrist now because of that.
And that one sailed past it. Take a look at that one again. Maybe a little fast, maybe a little left.
It looks like a little left. He wanted to come back yet. Now, I have to be honest. So after he was saying that, I thought it was a chamois issue. So I gave him a ZVL bowling chamois, and I don't see it up there.
Well, that's a party foul on his part.
That is.
He gets a gift from you, and you can't even give it to him. And now he misses the 6-pin.
Ouch.
Out of that spare.
Uh-huh.
So here's Dave again. Same type of deal here.
It's the same. He's been here so many times.
I know. And he misses a spare. Now his opponent misses a spare. Normally Dave moves a little left, a little more touch, gets around it, and strikes.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, there's the wrap 10.
Right
now,
down.
that's similar to what we saw from Brady in the last game. He wrapped 10 early in the match.
Now, like we've been saying, Dave has used the same ball 7 straight games. He's played around with a couple of things, but otherwise it's been one ball. And because of the transition, or the lack of transition, because we're switching pairs all the time, he hasn't had to do anything. But these pairs are sitting for longer and longer and longer. Great spare. A lot of thumping going on with that spare ball going over the thumb. Well, we'll see what he can do on this one. Also, did Kevin jump up on? That's a long jump. He's sitting on the top piece. It's pretty high up. Well done.
Yeah, it's like sitting on the coffee table at home. You know, most people would say, "Kevin, get off the coffee table."
But no one here.
He's almost in camera range. He's almost blocking our camera.
We'll have to push him down if he gets in camera range.
Dave is left of target on that one.
Yeah.
And Dave doesn't look super comfortable right now.
No.
And Brandon Runk, who was done bowling at right at 1 o'clock. It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes since he's thrown a ball.
He is currently sitting with his feet up over on the end of the bowling alley. And lanes 35 and 36. Good spare from Dave.
All right, so let's look at max scores. 68, 98, 128, 158, 118, or 218, 248 is the max, right?
Yep, 265 from Kevin then.
Yeah. It's getting late in the day. I had to do that the old way.
The old
You have to talk it
fashioned
out
way.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's okay. I usually have to count on my fingers.
And to those of you that are in relationships, or maybe you're not having a great day today with whoever it may be, maybe a friend, maybe your significant other, it's always good to talk it out.
This is what we do here on the Inside Bowling Channel, is give relationship advice.
That's right. We're having a good time.
Here we have Kevin coming up on 22.
All right, Kevin, here we go. Let's pull ourselves up by the bootstraps.
Good
There
shot.
you go. That was great.
Oh, we went off the rails 2 hours ago, and we are just.
And you and I have never
continuing
worked
off the
together
rails.
before.
No, this is our
But it's
first
like,
time
it's like,
interacting.
it's like we've been roommates for years. Look at this right here. He's right in between the second and third arrow. We're just left of the rangefinder, or tracer, or dartboard, or down lane marker.
Was it actually Carolyn who came up with the word
Tracer.
It was. Okay.
I've worked with her a few times,
Yep.
and that's all I call it when I'm with her.
Okay.
And I love working with her.
Oh, yeah, she's the best.
She was so fun to watch in her prime when I was Magnuson's age.
Yep.
All right, well, Kevin's 3 out of 4. 75% strike percentage on 21 and 22. Remember, the last time on this lane, he gassed it a little bit, or as you said, you think he might have missed a little bit left, one of the two. See if he can get this one back. Careful not to 6-pin here. Over adjustment sometimes. Oh, that's money. That's money.
Good shot.
This is my tournament, everybody. I got it. Told everybody this morning I was winning.
Making enemies, but pulling through. See, it's really hard when somebody says that, and then they actually do it.
You know, they call that talk the talk, walk the walk.
They do. They do.
Dinosaur Dave here. He's going to have to find his eggs.
Can he be as good as the original Jurassic Park? Absolutely.
I mean, you can almost just plan on Dentlinger striking out at this point.
Yeah, it's frame 5. This is his wheelhouse. Frame. Yep.
It is his low game today, 238. He's won 5 consecutive matches in a row, trying to get to the title match.
Now, we should say, we did say that, but against Brandon, he did start front 6. So that's been the last time. He
you're
did
right.
start okay.
That's
I'm
right.
just looking around now.
That was so many decades ago.
It was.
Back when the dinosaurs roamed planet Earth. These are some long. This is the longest step ladder. I do it twice a year, but it's awesome though. It's awesome.
It's great. Head-to-head bowling is the best.
There you go, Dave.
Yep.
There you go, Dave.
Lock him in. You heard that one. Gave a little smirk.
Yeah. If Dave was a football team, they score no points in the first half.
Oh yeah, no.
Here's Dave Dentlinger. He's like Peyton Manning. Never wanted to get off to a hot start.
But you get to the second half, and he's throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, this guy. .248 still left for Dave. Magnuson's got to keep striking. Got to watch out for the wrap 7s and the grab it too much 6 pins, or the miss left and leave some sort of 3-pin combo left.
That hooked.
Oh, that's just pure power. Wow. That's the reason why I don't bowl anymore. Just throwing that out there. It's just. I can't do that.
Oh, the amount of times I told myself bowling in C squad, man, I need a higher rev rate, was very high this weekend. Just seeing the power that some of these guys can have, especially all the college kids roaming around. Like, wow. Did he switch to Kevin switched to left hand for his chamois. Ooh, that's a big move.
Yeah, that's a bold move. Cotton, isn't that what they say?
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. See, that's a reference I got. Dodgeball. Great movie.
Okay.
I had a team at work who was called the Team Globo Gym. That's up the lane. Oh.
And gets a break.
Wow. What?
One of his
break.
buddies just said no talent whatsoever at him. That's the type of friends he surrounds himself with.
Those are the people. Yep. He asked us to cut that one out. We actually slow-moed it.
$250.
Yep.
$250, it'll be gone. Meanwhile, we need to compose ourselves because Dave's trying to bowl.
The players can't hear us. We're so close. We're talking about relationship advice up here.
All right, Dave.
Great shot.
I'm telling you right now, Dave ain't missing.
I don't think he is. This is the wheelhouse frames. I mean, 4, 5, 6, he struck out. Oh, no, that's Brandon. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, he struck out against Peyton. Against Brandon, he shot 259. He missed twice.
Hey, this just in. I just got Dave Dentlinger in between the last shots. He just emailed Joe Engelkiss.
He did.
And he asked if they could get an additional 5 minutes of practice in the step ladders so he can find his shot and start out striking.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I could see that. An email. Wow.
Yeah, an email.
It's odd to send an email to someone 30 feet away.
He brought out his Commodore 64. There you go, Dave.
Nice shot, Dave.
How is this guy this good in the second half of the game?
For the record, this is game number 6 that he's bowled head-to-head. And he bowled 6 games before this.
He's the Iron Man.
He is.
I am Iron Man.
This guy hasn't broken a sweat.
Robert Downey Jr. only got the role because Dave turned it down.
I just think Dave could be
He's everything.
an award-winning actor.
I know it.
He said, nay, I want to be a bowler.
Magnuson here, he's just like, watch this. Watch this, everybody.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is that carrying? No.
Nope. All right.
Good break.
Let's look at that one.
Yeah, we're slowing down everyone.
It's hard. It's hard for us to really kind of. Was that just up the? I thought it looked
up the lane.
I don't know. That looked pretty good to me.
It didn't come that high.
I didn't see anything all that wrong with that shot.
No. Now the question is, what is he? He has a plastic ball. He has a plastic ball. Storm ice. Now, he did have a problem earlier, missing a single pin. So a little bit more pressure for a single pin. Never mind.
Now suddenly, guess who's got a higher max score?
Wow, that's a crazy switch. At 245 in the third might come, or not 245, 356. Sorry, he's a lefty. 356 that he left. Might not be the best.
But Dave can't let up. He cannot get 9. He cannot get tapped.
He is on his phone. He probably did send an email. You're right.
I think so.
Yeah, 100%.
He should have just talked to Joe. Joe's only about 20 feet away from him.
Yeah, Joe's sitting down.
You could
for a
just
whiskey.
say, "Hey, Dave, a little more practice," or Joe, a little more practice.
Maybe a little socially awkward. Just
Yep.
doesn't want to. I get it.
No re-racks or anything taken here. I'm a little surprised. I might have taken one here if I was Magnuson.
His footwork is so unique. Nice shot.
Man,
There's
that was pretty. Great shot there in the 9th. Sets up the 10th frame. Now all he can do is sit back and wait and see what happens here. Dave can strike out for 248. Kevin can strike out for 244. Dentlinger with ball in hand, but has a lot of work to do right now.
A lot of frames left.
Just clocking in for his shift. A lot of work here.
He doesn't hate it. Oh, he does hate it. 8-10.
And that's the first time when Dave's needed one in a match, and we haven't seen him deliver.
That is. Wow.
Let's see it off the end of the pattern here. Oh, I was a little late on that one.
Ball did not see the end of the pattern, or did not go at all.
Did not.
Crazy.
Did not.
I didn't think that ball was that bad off his hand.
If we had Dave up here, and he would probably tell us exactly what happened there. He probably
100%.
felt something. There was something not quite right. Let's see if he can pick up the 810.
This would be an incredible pickup. No, ball pin goes straight back.
All right, so let's talk about Magnuson, what he's pacing.
Yep.
224,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
What can Dave do here?
214 max right now for Dave. If he
Yeah.
strikes out, he can put he can put pressure on.
Mark pressure.
Yes.
He could make a mark.
Yes. Which is still pressure. Sometimes
is.
more pressure. Letting your guard down that little bit on a pattern like this is not fun. Can cause a lot of issues. Dave doesn't come back again for a 2-8.
Crossing, this is why this format, bowling on a new pair every game, really makes you earn it. That's why being the #1 seed is such a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal in any tournament. You only got to, you flip a coin. If every player's good at the end of the tournament, you flip a coin, you win half of them, you lose half of them. That's PBA history. I'd have to go back in inside bowling history to see how many top seeds won as opposed to the challenger. But for what Dave has done here today, to get into a 6th match is incredible. 5 wins in a row, but he's going to fall short against the man that's been telling everybody, I'm winning this tournament today, Kevin Magnuson from St. Ambrose.
Yeah, thinking about that head-to-head matchup in one of the biggest step ladders in a large tournament in the U.S. is insane. The amount of incredible bowlers he knocked down is crazy. But
you know how we were talking about Brandon Steen, the Steen team, and all that sponsorship that he does up here and has for years?
Yep.
He's here in the building today.
Hold on. Does that matter? No, that doesn't matter, right? No,
No.
it doesn't. 201.
No.
Whew.
Hey, Brandon. My equipment's going right there for that pair. Okay. Sorry.
We'll see if Kevin can pick this up for the fun of it. Get an extra shot. He does not. But we have a game. Kevin with an open in the 10th, but still goes 212 to 203. A little bit of a dogfight near the end of it. Just an unfortunate couple of light hits from Dave. And a couple of good shots from Kevin to be able to stay in it.
Yeah, Kevin, in this particular case, 212, I wouldn't have thought that would have been enough to get it done. They came over and asked us before that match, what would it take? You said in the 480s.
I said 480,
I said in the 460s. But needless to say, we've got our championship match completely set up here. It's going to be lefty versus lefty, two-hander versus traditional player. Brandon Runk is going to take on Kevin Magnuson here in just a moment. I'm going to bring it back into the booth, and you know the drill.
Absolutely.
You entertain the people while I get the while I do the heavy moving.
Yeah, I'm glad you do the heavy moving. This is great. I get the easy part of this job. I get to look into the camera.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. We have one final match. Semifinals over. We are on the championship. Like we said, Brandon Runk against Kevin Magnuson. So we have a college standout versus a PBA player coming in. Let's check how the comments are looking right now. Anything too crazy going on? Thank you, everybody who's hopping in. 730 people so far on the stream right now. Really appreciate everybody who's hopping in right now. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't. Subscription. Make sure to go check out ZVL Bowling if you haven't. Make sure to go check out anything new that Inside Bowling has to offer. We have the lovely, let's see if I can go a little lower. There we go. We have InsideBowling.com down there with coupon code YouTube. You can get a lot of fun apparel, just like the shirt that Dave Detlinger was wearing in the last couple of matches. Will it guarantee that you can win 5 matches in a step ladder? Maybe. You'll never know unless you take one. But otherwise, we are just prepping. Camera is lined up, getting lined up. Attempt number 1. Players are going to be starting on practice very, very soon. Good news is we don't have to change first names in this one. The last time we were on this pair, it was Brandon Cryer throwing a rubber ball versus Dave Detlinger, who is throwing his favorite Black Widow 2.0. Will the rubber ball cause an issue? I have no idea. I don't know what a rubber ball does to the lanes. Nobody has attempted to do that science in the bowling world. If anybody can, it'll be Brandon Cryer, who was here about an hour ago. It feels like a lifetime ago. But here we are getting ready. Get the lanes lined up for our final match of the day. For all of the marbles, a championship match, lefty versus lefty, in the 2026 Ebonite Winter Classic. Huge thank you to everybody if you've stuck with us through all of these streams. There's been a lot going on.
Also, no dinosaurs were harmed during this broadcast.
There were no dinosaurs harmed. No, fantastic run. That was an incredible run by Dave. That's one that you don't see very often. Of just head-to-head matchups in bowling are tough. They're one of the toughest things to do in our sport because all it takes are a couple of breaks, takes one bad shot, and it's over. And Dave was able to stick through and get through. Sometimes you get lucky and your opponent shoots 150. Sometimes you don't and your opponent shoots 230 and puts pressure on you. Either way, he came through in a lot of crazy matchups. And here we go. Practice beginning for the finals, and it's a pocket 7-10 to start.
Yeah, and the 5 fell late.
I'm glad he got the 5 out at least. I was just handed a Monster Ultra Blue Hawaiian.
Very nice.
Oh, cool. I have a 2.5-hour drive home, so caffeine is going to be heavenly on that ride back. Here you are.
I was just handled a jug of unfiltered water that was found in a local creek.
Huh.
We see who has pulling this down.
Yep. Well, I mean, it is Monster. I don't know where it comes from. It's in a pretty can, though. It could be the same water, just in a cool can. Who
That's
knows?
true. Yeah, not sure. It's all about the packaging.
Yep, that's all that matters. It's all about the marketing, all about the packaging.
I'm watching the CW and I'm joking about this, but it is really strange to see this the TV show using orange, black, gray, and white as their color scheme.
Yeah, that's a little ironic. Now,
it is.
Was Fox was red, right?
Yeah.
Everything, yeah. So
ES
they just were like,
ESPN red as well.
yeah, they're like, we can't do that, so let's just off-shade it a little.
Yeah, CW is orange and black.
Yeah, I
You know?
don't know. If it quacks like a duck, it walks like a duck.
Yeah. They called me.
Yep.
I told them it was okay.
Oh, good. You're such a saint. Wow. Well done.
No, but they're going to give me ideas on how we can make this look better around here. They are professionals.
Yeah. Have you talked to the CW cast at all? No.
The cast? What do you mean?
Or the anyone behind the scenes?
No, not
Okay.
really. They're awfully busy. They're
It's understandable. Those guys do a lot.
they're probably just talking to the people that they need to talk to, not
True.
the people that they can network with or whatever right
Yeah.
now. All right, so Magnuson versus Runk. Who you got?
Ooh, Magnuson looks good. And while I still don't see a ZVL bowling chamois from him, I need to pick Runk for that. Only reason.
You know what? I think Magnuson's going to win. But because I've known Brandon Runk longer and he's wearing shorts in 8-degree weather outside,
He is.
I'm kind of thinking Brandon. See, he's using touch there. He's softened up. He's going a little slower ball speed.
I'm saving that for when he blows up so I can sell it for like $1,000.
This is going to be a match.
Well,
Kevin's wrist might blow out from how hard he's pushing his chamois onto the ball to get oil off.
somebody needs to come up with an automatic chamois ball washing machine that goes behind every pair, like at a golf course.
Oh.
You just put it in there and
Yeah.
you just, grab the big, you'd have to grab like a big topper thing and just, press it up and
Yeah.
down. And it would just clean the ball. No, nothing would be applied. It would just get all the oil off.
Okay.
You know what I
That
mean?
would add consistency.
So instead of like hurting your wrist, you would just hurt your entire upper body trying to
Yeah.
operate this machine.
It would take, qualifying would take quadruple the time it already does, but
True.
your ball would be clean. Being asked for our line again. For the
441.
overall total. We have a 441. I was burnt on the last one. 402. Going lower. As Kevin rockets a messenger to knock a 7 out, as I call a 402 total between these two. Let us know in the comments. What do you guys think? what are going to be the final scores added together? So if you add Brandon and Kevin's final scores together, what do you think it'll be? Last game I was severely wrong.
It's 4:01 in the afternoon, by the way, here in Central Time Zone here in Waterloo, Iowa. You're watching the finals. Championship match here, the Stepladder finals. Brandon Runk, originally from Pennsylvania, now lives nearby, taking on Kevin Magnuson. Pride of California, goes to St. Ambrose University. Coach Eric Littig here in the house, coaching his players. You got the two-handed lefty youngster against a guy that bowls on the PBA Tour nowadays in Brandon Runk. Yet to break through, but has had some nice finishes. Dedicated his entire life to bowling thus far and continues to do so in each way that he can. Got his wife Alexis here as well. Used to be Alexis Nyer. Andy Nyer, shout out to Andy Nyer. Most 300 games all time. And to her brother, Anthony Nyer, also bowling out on the PBA Tour, otherwise known as the Ginger Assassin. He had a deadwood that he brought all the way up off the approach at the Players. And that's called the ankle breaker now, is what we've been told. Yeah, Rick Allen, the new PBA play-by-play guy, coined that one.
Huh. That one's just so rare to happen. I always thought it was a souvenir that you get to take that home if you make it back.
Ankle breaker.
Huh. All right.
So as we get ready to call this final match here, certainly want to thank our sponsors one more time. Ebonite, Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, Brandon Steen, the Steen team, I Am Bowling, Budweiser, and Bud Light. The Other Place over on Ridgeway restaurant here in Waterloo, Quick Star and Quick Trip, convenience marts and gas stations, and our host hotel, Hampton Inn. My name is Mike Flanagan from Inside Bowling, and I'm here with Zach from ZVL Bowling. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel and subscribe. He's doing a lot of great things for bowling and has volunteered his time to call all the action with me here today, and I certainly do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic time. It's been an awesome day of bowling, and it's always good when you can watch some bowling. Always better to do some bowling, but watching some bowling is a nice second. Here we have Brandon coming in, shot number 1 of our championship. Flat 7. Starting us off.
And you can tell that he doesn't like that ball shape.
Nope.
But he also knows this is probably going to give me the best opportunity to continue to hit the pocket.
Here we go, starting with a plastic shot.
I think he probably thinks in his mind, if he hits the pocket every single shot this game, he's going to throw at least 6 strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely.
And in his mind, he probably thinks that's enough to get it done.
Yeah. No, I would agree. And the last game of score we've had for Brandon was a 289? He had front 9 to be able to sneak in the first seed. But here we go, our first look in the championship with Kevin Magnuson. He took out a Storm Concept to put on the side. I don't know if these guys have liked their reaction. Now, when we saw Brandon Cryer over here about 17 hours ago at this point with his rubber ball, he had a tough time. He was able to get a really good 220 out of the game, but it was a very choppy 220. Had a washout in there, had a couple through the face.
Notice here, Magnuson's taking more time.
Yeah, that was a lot slower than the last set. He was flying against Dave.
Maybe somebody had a talk with him.
Potentially. How many times has he bowled for the cheese, though? He's young. What is Kevin's won a few things in his day?
Well, that wasn't the best opening shot by any means here.
Not exactly, no.
Let's take a look at it again.
Have we replayed every single one of his Brooklyns? Bad shots?
Yeah, this one here is just right through the nose.
Yeah. Snowplow. Is that called a snowplow in southern states?
I don't think so.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm good with it. Second frame, Magnuson. light
Doesn't
shaker.
fit well.
That lane looks tighter down lane for both
It
players.
does. Yeah, I think we're getting into a bad lefty lane. Are we seeing the remnants of Brandon's rubber ball? Or
Well, this-
just a bad pair in general?
This
for the lefty?
pair all week has been lower scoring.
It has.
Than 21 and 22. It's a doozy of a pair here. And I think that's why Runk's totally content with just trying to hit the 1-2 pocket.
Especially after those last 2 shots from Kevin.
Yep.
It's a good strategy. You were correct on that. Good spare. Hooks at it.
So Magnuson goes strike spare. Brandon Runk, a little wrap 7, a little bit of a weaker 7. Now he's going up on the lane here where Magnuson went high, so maybe there's a little more friction on this lane for Brandon.
Good shot.
Oh,
And
boom, daddy. That was great.
What a shot. You cannot draw it up better than that.
Just got this traditional style, good arm swing. Look at how good balance he has. The knee bend is what I'm most impressed with him. Executed at a very high level. He's happy with that one. So now, what's he going to do on this lane? Is he going to jam it in there? Is he going to soften up a little bit, try to make it hook?
He's going to soften it up.
One board left with his feet, and it just makes it face up a little bit better.
See, the problem is I'm a righty. Righties and lefties see the lane differently.
I think he's just going to be a little bit slower on this one. Oh, he grabbed a handful. Watch this
did.
corner. Oh, what a
yeah.
shot. Brandon Runk.
The urethane move.
Great adjustment. That left lane, the ball just doesn't want to recover. He did everything he needed with his hand to be able to get it to face up.
When you have a urethane and need it to turn the corner, just hit it harder.
That's right.
What a shot. Good double. Big double. Bowling Center isn't quiet either. There's still a lot of open play going on to the left, so it's not dead quiet, but corner, it doesn't turn the corner for a flat 7.
Yeah. Good shot, though.
Really good shot. Got back. This is why he pulled out the concept just in case. A little longer, a little sharper off the spot. He didn't throw it in practice, though. In a championship match, it's a tough move to make.
Yeah, Jesper Svensson told me that it's a lot more than just a little bit stronger for guys that have this kind of rev rate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really much of a step down. I'm sorry, it's too much of a step down. It's not really a filler ball yet unless you put a trick drilling on it. Jesper's still working on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I trust that guy to know his urethane stuff.
Yeah.
I trust
I
him
had a
more than almost anybody on this planet.
Lengthy conversation with him
Nice.
about it. Yep. Well, he says it's good. It just overhooks.
And his rev rate is also about 12,000. So.
Yep. So Magnuson's only strike was on a really bad shot through the face. While we're waiting on Kevin, I want to show Brandon's last shot again in this left lane. I just want to show you the touch that he had on this. Just hit it for all it's worth right there, and just down and through it. And this was his shot there that he got to get it to come up to the head pin. Let's see what Kevin does on this lane.
Kevin did come up light on the last shot.
Handful there.
Yeah.
And laid there. That was a great shot.
Same
Both players making the right moves on the left lane. There you go, bud.
What a shot from both of these guys in that left lane. It's an elite move. Both coming up a little flat. Made the micro adjustment.
Oh, that's in.
A little bit, ooh, a lot of it, baby split.
Yeah, that was way in off his hand. We'll see it here in the replay. Just, he is not playing 15.
Oh, yep.
Trying to be more around 12.
Not a gimme either. The easiest split you can make, but still not easy. What a spare. Good spare from Brandon. Getting the baby split out of it.
All right, scoreboard.
Almost as even as you can get. Brandon with a double in there to give himself a 9-pin advantage in the third, but Kevin's working off of a strike on that left lane. Now, he did just flat 7 on lane 20, but he did strike on it a couple of frames ago. So both these guys, very similar ideas, very similar line to play. Different ways to do it. A little more high speed, high rev from Kevin.
Brandon needs to just do exactly what he did on the last shot on this left lane. A little bit softer, a little more hand. Trust this ball. Oh, that's left.
It is. It's going to hook.
Oh, wow, gets it in there.
Good
Just
shot.
a little bit further left off his hand, but the speed control was great. Got the light hit.
He got around it a little bit on the first one. Was what he just motioned to, that he chicken winged it, which got him to pull it. Understandable. When you're trying to trick the ball a lot of ways, you still have to stay consistent, which is tough to do.
Yeah, and let's face it, when you're bowling good, doesn't matter who you are, what level you're at, left-handed, right-handed, two-handed, one-hander, age doesn't matter. When you're bowling good, let's face it, you're not splitting boards,
No.
right? You're in the right part of the lane, giving it the right speed and the right revolutions every time, and you've created area for yourself.
Yep.
Brandon's got a little area to the left right now.
Nice
Kevin
shot from
Magnuson,
Kevin.
yeah, that's if he does that 12 times in a row and Brandon executes 12 times in a row, Kevin's going to beat him.
Yep.
It's just raw power. Look at this.
That's crazy. His hand is in a perfect spot. 10 back. Wow. But I think I heard it in from Prather in one of the vlogs that you were on over this last week. Miss Room. What did he call it? He had an abbreviation for it.
Mo.
Yes, that's what it was. I want to use that one because
Margin of error.
Yep, it is. That's a big thing that a lot of beginner bowlers don't know. They assume that you have to be picture perfect, which causes issues.
You need Mo.
It sounds weird when you say it that way, but I'll take it.
Give me some Mo.
It's a good shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he flips it.
Watch this 4-pin. That's the one you want to watch right here. The 4-pin. It's going to go up against the wall. Slap it out. Watch.
Wow, just tickles it. The messenger was for show.
Yeah, the bottom of the pin hit it. A lot of times the top of the pin hits it. When the bottom of it hits it, it just looks a little weird. That's why it looked weird.
That was the lane, though, that we saw Brandon flat 7 on, so we know it's tighter, and we could see it there as well.
Magnuson can still bowl 269. Runk 268.
Good shot.
That's
that
it.
read beautifully. Wow.
Crafty veteran.
You can't draw up better ball reaction.
Now remember, Brandon led qualifying. And then came in today and was looking up at Brady Stearns all day long until the last game and bowled 270 the last game.
Yeah, he's had a phenomenal last 2 days. Putting on a clinic.
This is the one here where you can't get complacent. This is the one where if you don't hit it for all it's worth, you're staring at a 7-pin.
Yeah.
Missed a little left the last time on this lane. That one's right where he wants it. That is perfect. That is perfect.
What a shot.
You can't draw that up any better. Target was perfect. Knee bend was great. Balance excellent. The bowling ball did exactly what he wanted it to do. No doubter.
Remember, that's a tight lane like we mentioned earlier. But that one, just hitting it a little bit harder, getting the ball through the spot, it looks picture perfect. 2 perfect shots. These guys are putting on a clinic right now. It's awesome.
We're having a good time.
We do have a 1-pin matchup right now.
We sure do.
Falls off of it.
Oh, roll it.
Doesn't roll the 6.
I'm going to say it. That's a bad break. When you throw with that much power and pins start dancing around, it's supposed to take that out. I know a traditionalist to say, no, that's a 6-pin all day. But with that much power, that pin's supposed to get there.
You might get some flack for that one. There you go, Kevin, coming up with a 6-pin. And right now, we've seen some 4s and 6s trip for these guys. Messenger's going in front or behind. Still a fantastic shot. This is a hard spot right now, though. There's more hook on that lane 20, the way it seems. Ball leads it a little bit more.
I'm liking the pace a lot better out of Kevin here. Win, lose, or draw. Right now, I think Kevin knows what's on the line here. And I'm pretty proud of him for not being as jovial, joking around. It's time to get serious here in this championship match, and he's done a great job of that. We got 3 frames left for both players. Magnuson now working on a spare. Runk on a 3-bagger. Left lane, the tighter of the 2. Magnuson will finish on this lane.
Carries it, gets it a little bit out, doesn't matter. Good shot. No, either way, this is being able to flip that switch from that joking and we're just bowling, having fun to, all right, this is 4 at all, is impressive. Because that was a 2 minutes probably between the joking to let's get serious.
You got to have a balance.
Yep.
Right?
If you go too far one way or the other, it gets...
If it's serious all the time, you hate the game.
Yep, true. At the end of the day, we are still playing a game, but...
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Here we go. Brandon looking for 4 in a row. Man, his speed is so good right now.
Gets the carry as well. Light hit. Light mixer, 4-bagger.
That's that touch. That's that touch we talk about. It's that speed. Giving the ball time to hook.
Both of these players throwing the hammer black urethane.
Yep, and just a reminder, not to cut you off, sorry,
No, you're good.
but those are the only ones allowed.
Yes.
You cannot use anything under a 78 hardness. It's the same rule as the PBA at this event this week.
Yep, that's why you're not seeing any purple hammers thrown by the players.
Or pitch blacks.
Or pitch blacks. Or insert other soft bowling balls here.
Yeah, prior to even that time frame. No blue hammers, no anything that you may have found that's old. Brandon gets that one to hit. And off his hand, he was like, oh, I don't know if that one's going to get 10.
Yeah.
But it did.
He needed that one to go, and it went.
And that's the type of hit you need.
Yep.
He's been right around the pocket the entire game, using his touch, and he gets the 5 to go into the 10, mix them up.
That was a foundation frame, too. Brandon's just got the 10th left.
He's got ball in hand. He can bowl 268. Magnuson can bowl 248.
What a find.
If Magnuson strikes out, Brandon Runk will have to strike on the first ball. But he must strike out. Needs them all. Starts here in the 9th.
Gets that one out. It's got a hook. Doesn't hook.
359.
98, 228.
Amped. Seemed a little amped to me.
Very amped.
Just a little amped when you need a shot.
Yep. It's a hard spot to be in. Not the easiest spare in the world right now.
Oh, not easy at all. It's difficult to get the 9 out of this.
Bucket -1.
Oh, that was covered like
Less
a pro.
frames, Kevin Magnuson. Then it's easy. That's textbook. Good
That
spare.
was like a pro.
Just like everything we've seen today, these guys make it way easier than it actually is. Coming into the 10th frame now for both of our players. Kevin can strike out for 228. Brandon can strike out for 268. A lot of strikes being thrown in these matchups right now.
228 the max now.
The pitch, it's inside, it's got a hook. Carries Brooklyn.
Right off his hand.
Yep. Just a couple boards in. This is not a house shot, folks. That will not lay there and hit high flush. It will hit high flush, just on a different side of the headpin. Is there a chance?
No, not really.
Yeah, you're right.
Brandon Runk's going to win.
And that seals it up unless Brandon goes -20 on his 10th frame. This one should be over.
Maybe Magnuson will just pick this up right here.
That'd be cool. Uh-oh. Ooh, remember, these racks are very slow.
Yep.
So I got a little worried there.
Kevin Magnuson, great week. He's going to be disappointed losing this title match.
He just said he is consistently in second. So I believe he must have taken second.
He did against Spencer Robarge a couple years ago.
What a tournament from him.
A couple tournaments ago, I should say. 215 his final score. Here's Brandon Runk and his victory lap.
What a game from him. Fun time to leave that. Ends it, gets the win. What a game.
Brandon Runk, your winner here in Waterloo, wins the 2026 Ebonite Winter Classic.
Wins the pot. Brandon's a guy who's definitely in the betcha win. Hopefully, he's going to take a little bit home. What a day. What a tournament from him. Leads qualifying, leads match play. Comes in, gets business done after 3 hours of sitting and hanging out in a bowling center. It's hard to keep your energy up. He did it. He came in with some fire. Picked up a baby split in the 4th. Did not miss from there. 10th frame, it was already over. But see if he can carry it with plastic. Nope.
Final score, 245 to 215. Brandon Runk, your winner. Zach Loopmer, it's been a pleasure having you in the booth. Couldn't have gone any better than I thought that it did. I'm looking forward to possibly doing things with you in the future and for giving us all of your time. Make sure you go subscribe to ZVL Bowling on YouTube and find you on all the other socials, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it. Excited to work together, hopefully in the future. It's been awesome. It's been fantastic.
All right, I'm going to go get our champion. I'm going to sit him in your chair,
All
and
right.
then we're going to get out of here and head to St. Louis. Thanks so much.
All right, yep, thank you, everybody.
All right, brother.
All right, he knows the drill. I love it. He just saw Graham Faw throw a ball on television. He goes, there I am, bowling again. Brandon, dude, great bowling in this tournament.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was a good rebound off the players.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't bowl bad at the players, but this one was... It was a much-needed confidence booster.
Yeah, especially going into next week, bowling St. Louis, and you're in the field.
Yeah.
How far do you guys live from here?
10 minutes.
10 minutes from here.
Mhm.
So do you bowl league here?
Not here. I bowl at Maple.
Oh, Maple. Okay, just on the other side.
Yeah.
Where we have the event in September.
Yep.
So it's like 8 degrees outside. What are you doing wearing in shorts?
I only bowl in pants if I am forced to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a biggest fan of it. I'd rather bowl in shorts if I can. It's just a lot more comfortable.
Coming into this tournament, Joe made a rule change for this year, which is, eliminating the purple hammers and the pitch blacks, the 78 rule coming in. Did that have any distractions, or were you thinking you weren't going to bowl the tournament because of this rule change?
No. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to bowl regardless. Whatever the rules are, the rules are. I just got to abide by them and do what I can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you bowled great. You had the lead, and then Brady Stearns today just bowls 270, 270. You lose the lead, and then he kind of sort of had the lanes transition for him, and he was kind of slowing down. Then you came over here, you bowled 270, you ended up being the top seed. It took you 3 hours before you got to actually finally bowl. You had that long time. What was your key to victory here today?
Just the biggest thing that I've been trying to focus on, especially like for the tour season and then just any tournaments that I bowl outside of that, it's just staying patient. Like I had the tendency of just chasing and kind of trying to force the issue as opposed to just kind of letting it come. So basically my mindset going into each tournament is finding where I can control the pocket and just staying patient from there. And then if I have to chase, then I chase. But that's been at least what I'm trying to focus on for the rest of the tour season and all the other tournaments that I have upcoming.
They've had 28 of these major tournaments up here in Iowa. I've been coming here since 2011, and I look at the list of names that have won these things. It's a pretty great list of people. What's it feel like to be put in that, knowing that the conditions are always challenging?
Like I said, when we first got on, like it's a great feeling just to, because like I haven't had the most confidence in myself recently, especially the last like year and a half. So any win's a good win, and regardless of what it is, it's nice to be on top.
Yeah, only one person wins.
Yep.
There were 204 entries in this tournament, and a lot of youth too. How old are you now?
I don't want to say. 30.
I mean, I was calling Dave Dillinger the dinosaur, you know, and but yeah, I mean, these kids are 20 years old.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, that's for sure.
It's unbelievable. Well, you know, E.J. Tackett sat in the booth with me at the U.S. Open when he turned 30. And he said that all the players get great as soon as they turn 30. Norm Duke, himself, everybody else. And you see what he's done since he's turned 30.
He's done quite well.
Yeah.
To say the least.
So you're 30, and you just won this tournament.
So it has to be on the up and up.
It has to be on the up and
up.
up.
I don't see any downfall here.
I'll also tell you this. The very first IB Open, Jake Peters won, and then he won in Oklahoma. He won in, Wisconsin. He won his first PBA title. Then Kyle Troop won an IB Open and went and won in Oklahoma. So there's been some things that have happened on Inside Bowling that has led to PBA Tour titles. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves.
No,
but how great would it be to add your name to that list?
Honestly, I would be at a loss of words. I mean, it would be a great feeling, but yeah, I guess I got to kind of hold that to fruition.
Yeah. I mean, I just think of cool stuff like that. Let's talk about this championship pair.
Yes.
And then we'll do one more thing, and then I'll let you get out of here because we all want to go. But you came over here, and, you know, there was rubber used on this pair earlier, and we were worried about the transition a little bit. And then I saw you kind of flat sevening on 19. The ball didn't want to finish. Mm-hmm. And I thought you used some touch there, but what was the key to figuring out the left lane?
Yeah, so the left lane definitely was a lot tighter in the middle part of the lane, which is where I needed to get the ball to hook. So it was really just having I played them 3 different from 20, and then, like you said, I just really tried to roll it, make it hook in that like 35 to 40 foot area, so at least go through the pins a little bit better, and I can get that light mixer hit. Because the way I was kind of going, like the whole time, this is the first time I had any hand position change.
Okay.
Like everything's been fairly normal the whole weekend, so that was the first lane that I saw that I really needed to do something a little different, just because with how much there was a little bit of carry down in that.
And what was it that you did with your hand?
I just moved my pointer finger closer to my center grip, and then just really try to roll it end over end.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, congratulations. Who would you like to thank? I know there's a lot of people that support you.
Well, first and foremost, my wife, Alexis.
She bowled great today.
She did bowl.
Man.
She did bowl amazing. But she has been behind me every step of the way since we've been together. She's the one that got me out on tour. So she's a big part in just the success that I do have. And then obviously my sponsors, Vice, Hammer, Genesis, and then, I mean, obviously France. I started working for them, so they've been a big help.
That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. You also got Bolify you're wearing today as well.
Yep,
yeah.
Yep.
All right, Brandon. Well, we're both going to St. Louis, I guess.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
I'm leaving today.
I'm
right
leaving
now.
Tuesday.
Okay. Well, we'll see you there. I'm looking forward. Maybe I'll be talking to you on Bowl TV.
I
next
hope
week.
so.
That'd be great.
That would be amazing.
Well, buddy, congratulations again for
Thank
winning
you,
this
Mike.
one. You
I
earned it.
appreciate
You bowled great. And even though you had to wait a long time to bowl that one match, you
Hey, I
came out
got a
on
nap
top.
in there.
Did you?
I did.
I'm going to take one on the way home. All right, everybody, that's our champion. Brandon Runk gets it done here in Iowa. I'm going to take it back out to the lanes, and I'll wrap things up with you guys. All right, everybody, that's it for the coverage here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making the trip up here once again to handle the Greater Iowa Bowling Association matches up here as we do all the time. And we're glad you were part of it as well. Our next broadcast is not until June. And it will be the Cactus Classic. We'll have that for you live June 19th through the 21st from Lakeview Lanes in Sun City, Arizona. Then we'll be in Hot Springs, Arkansas for the Spa City Open July 18th and 19th. This is the time of the year where I do a lot of work in the industry. And Inside Bowling, I don't get as many live streams out there. So we're going to miss you for a while, but we will be back with more in the summer. We got a busy summer schedule. If you want to find our schedule, you can find it over at InsideBowling.com, and you can click on the Live Events tab. Also, want to make mention that we also have our merch store, InsideBowling.com. If you'd like to save 15% on all apparel, you can do so with coupon code YouTube, and that's good year-round. And last but not least, I want to thank Joe Engelkiss, Rosie Engelkiss, Jennifer Wittenberg, and the entire GIBA staff. To find out how to sign up for great events like this one, go to GIBA-bowling.com to sign up and find out. Thanks so much to Cadillac XBC and their 36 lanes here and their entire staff. Always professional, and we love coming here. Ebonite, thank you for the title sponsorship. Consider a new Ebonite bowling ball or bag or accessory from the B7 brands. Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, thank you. Brandon, Steen, and the Steen team. I Am Bowling, Budweiser, Bud Light, OP on Ridgeway, Kwik Star, and Kwik Trip. We'll be gassing up there, and the Hampton Inn. Thanks to Zach Lotmer for joining me with ZVL Bowling. It was a pleasure to spend time with him here in the booth today, and I hope to be able to do that more with him in the future. He's an outstanding young man, and I was happy to have him here today. And we were glad you were here with us as well. Again, Brandon Runk, your champion here from Iowa at the 2026 Ebonite Winter Classic. So long for now. I'll see you guys on Bowl TV, those of you that subscribe over there, or maybe even a little bit on Brad and Kyle's channel. And we'll be back here on Inside Bowling, bringing you more tournaments here coming up this summer. It's been a blast. Glad we came up. Looking forward to the drive home. And thanks so much for everything that you guys do to support us here at Inside Bowling. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll see you down the road.